and we want to bowl first and assess the conditions. I think it has been a little difficult to predict what the pitch is going to play like. So I think we'll bowl first, and we also have a strong batting lineup. So we'd go for the chase, inshallah.
Well, a pressure situation for you. You had a brilliant start, but then you lost one game. That is must be hitting you back in the hand, that there is no margin of error. You need to win every game coming your way. How important is this game for you?
No, absolutely. It's very important, and last game was a bit. It's hard luck for us, but that's cricket. Sometimes it doesn't go your way. But we're here to, we're back again. We're going to give our 110%, and inshallah, this game is important. And if we win it, we qualify for the semis. So we're looking forward to another cracker, another good game of cricket.
What score do you predict to be chaseable here?
I think that if we can keep them below anything below 150, I think that we'll be a happy side.
Any changes?
Yeah, we have 3 changes today. Zamir, our bowling all-rounder, he got hit in the nets the other day, so unfortunately he's going to be resting. And Naveed is also resting, and Shahid Nawaz is resting. In place of them, Ajmal comes in, Lahiru comes in, and one more, Kashif comes in. So yeah.
Give us a good show, Captain.
Thank you, sir.
Babar, not a good day with the toss, but what would you have done if you would have won the toss?
I would have gone for batting first, because yesterday we assessed the pitch, it was a batting track, but unfortunately we didn't bat well. So we really discussed deeply and analyzed the condition here. If you score a bit more, so it will be, the pressure goes towards the opponents.
142 on the other day. Today is certainly the captain of opponents, looking to restrict your team around 150. So what do you think is a winning total?
To be honest, 142 was a decent total, because the way our guys bowl, that was the drawback for us. Even though we took 5 wickets there, so if you would have bowled a little bit better, so we might go somewhere until 19 over, 20th over.
But out of that 142, you had 2 batters to contribute. You have a big batting unit, but they haven't clicked on the day. What is the reason behind it, Babar?
The plan was there to stay longer, but I think it's a new team, and that we played first match, so it takes it will take a little time to gel up, and I'm sure we'll show some class.
Well, as our format gets shorter and shorter, as the contest also gets tough, you lost one game, you need to win all the remainers.
Yeah, definitely the pressure is there, but we have to enjoy the game, and we have to focus game by game, and I hope the result will come our side.
Well, do well, Captain, and see you.
Thank you so much.
Well, the news from the centre coming in is 7 District who won the toss, and they will be bowling first.
Well, thank you, Abid Ibrahim. Very interesting conversation with the 2 captains, especially 7 Districts. They are, as you can see, right on cue, the table. 1 win for them, and 7 Districts are through. A win for Karwan, and this table will open up like a can of worms. Interglobe Marine are positioned nicely. The net run rate is very close for the 2 teams. And Vision Shipping yesterday, well, they made a statement from minus 0.9 to plus 0.34. The net run rate jumped up, and they will be watching at home, hoping that Karwan Strikers can win this game, bring 7 Districts down, and then let's see what happens in the other matches. Well, we're almost ready to begin. And like Usain Bolt and the 100-meter dash, Abid Ibrahim has made it his way into the comm box. Abid, welcome back.
Well, thank you very much, Abdur Rahman. It's been great to see these 2 teams. It's always special when you know that the team is playing for a win here. When there is no turning back, you have to win. And that's what it matters here. If you don't win, you're out of the contest. As simple as that. Lovepreet didn't had a good game yesterday, and trying to make a statement here.
Well, they've made a lot of changes, the Karwan side. Quite a few players walking in, and some have been left out. Furqan Khalil not playing today, so Lovepreet Bajwa is opening the batting. It'll be Muazzam Hayat who will take the gloves, and Abdul Ghaffar. What a tournament this guy has had. Shooting for that Man of the Series award, that's for sure. 11 overs, 80 runs, and 7 wickets at an economy rate of 7.27. Unbelievable stats, those.
Oh, Definitely he's been at the top of the chart for a reason. He's fighting for the #1 spot as a wicket taker. He's a class. He just don't bowl too good, but he bats extremely well.
Yeah, his all-round performance has been exceptional in this tournament. 7 districts chock full of all-rounders. Mohammad Farooq, well, that was going to be a battle. Ex-Karwan, CC player, changing clubs. Always a point to prove when you're up against your old teammates.
And I hope it all goes into the banters, doesn't go serious. Usually you look for that revenge. And also, you know about the opponents a little bit. Fast ball. Oh, that was a little too full there. A risky ball to bowl. Oh, they're running. No.
Well, that will give Lovepreet a lot of confidence. Lovepreet a lot of confidence there, because first ball, he's taken a single, got an off strike, and middled that ball to perfection as well. Good fielding at point.
Yeah, that ball was a little too full. Inviting batter to go, but it was a first delivery where the batsman didn't want to take a chance. I think a little more accurate Abdul Ghaffar need to be. Every ball counts here. Good delivery outside off. A dot ball again.
Muazzam Hayat as well. Gets one in the middle of his bat. Good line and a good single taken in the circle. It's that man, Muazzam Hayat, middling the ball again. Looked in good flow yesterday. They have a lot of batting firepower, Karwan Cricket Club. Vikas Jatt in the side as well today. Ramesh Shahzad, one of the best right-handed batsmen in the UAE in my opinion. Karwan, hard hitter. And they've brought in Asif Hayat. That's a very good change, bringing in an off spinner to tackle some of the left-handers that the 7 district side has.
Oh, that's coming in back sharply. Finger goes up. Strikes Abdul Ghaffar on a very first over.
Well, he is a DRS machine on 2 legs, Shiju Sham. And he has given it out because that was absolutely plumb. What a delivery. Pitches and straightens. That would have hit middle of middle. Thank you very much, Lovepreet Bajwa. Karwan with the first blow. 2 for 1. Well, there he is walking in at number 3, Ramesh Shahzad. What a great international career he's had with the UAE as well. Scored some crucial runs, got 100 as well. Helped UAE qualify for the World Cup.
Don't call it he had a career. He's still trying back to make a comeback in the national side. That's why you see him fighting and scoring runs. The first game that Karwan striker played yesterday, he was the top scorer there for 44.
Well, I would love to see him in at number 3 or number 4 for the men in grey. Has to work on his fitness though. The UAE team has set very high standards when it comes to on-field fitness. Although I tell you, he's still one of the quickest to cover the ground. And he is, I've hardly ever seen him drop a catch. Those are the stats 44 runs in his first innings. 3 sixes and 3 fours. Healthy strike rate as well. But these are early times in the tournament. This is a crucial innings for him and Karwan Cricket Club.
Mainly, the best part about his knock was he took his time. So which means now he'll be settled, knowing this pitch a little too much. Straight away opens the arm, which was an over. Great shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, ask any batsman and they'll tell you a short wide delivery outside off stump is probably the perfect delivery that they'll want. And that's exactly what Abdul Ghaffar has given Ramesh Shahzad. He's not missing out on those. So starts off with the boundary.
A great start there. Very different than the last night. Yesterday we saw Ramesh Shahzad struggling to get off the mark. It took him nearly an over, 6 deliveries or more to get off the mark. So tonight he looks different, looks very confident.
Well, Lovepreet Bajwa will be very disappointed. He got off the mark first ball as well and then just missed a straight one. That's the natural angle for Abdul Ghaffar. There you can see it. But look at the way Ramesh Shahzad has played it. Beautiful. Just gets in the line, gets a bit of boot, so no bad, but gets a boundary.
Oh yeah, absolutely right, Shiju. Spot it on. Down the leg side. Anything would be appreciated here. First over gone. 10 for 1.
Well, Ajmal Khan making a comeback. Good to see him with the new ball. Took a wicket with the first ball of his Sky Exchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup adventure. And none other than Yasir Kaleem.
Yeah, a big wicket, a huge one. That would be certainly a moment of his life. Making his appearance there. He's got a quite long run up where he streams in. He's got a healthy pace as well.
Yeah. Tall, lanky lad. High arm release as well. Always helps. Swinging delivery going down the leg side. Extras. 7 districts have to control these. We've seen teams lose crucial games because they've conceded 16, 20 extras. Yesterday, Karwan Cricket Club, defending 142, gave away 22 wides. You can't afford to give so many extras in this short format.
Well, indeed. They have a very good bowling unit. Not just that, you see, the part-timers were operating. No, they had a regular bowlers. It was on the mission. I think the final delivery that bowled by Ajmal was lack of control in the swing. Yeah, this is more better. You need to learn how to control the swing.
Well, the challenge is also that left-hand, right-hand combination, Avid. You're bowling to the right-hander, you think it's a perfect delivery, and then to the left-hander, it's just going down the leg side. It's always a challenge, and that's why teams prefer to do that. That's why Muazzam has been sent up to open the batting.
Well, I think a lot will depend on Ramesh Shahzad's knock here, and he's a right-hander, so Ajmal will be certainly comfortable to bowl against the right-hander, not the left-handers. But he would like to take the ball away to the right-hander. It's always great to have an outswing bowler.
It's an underrated art, just being able to consistently bowl outswing. Saqib Mahmood He's one of the highest wicket takers of the tournament. I think he's #1. And all he does is just comes up to the crease, gentle medium pace, but a very good outswinger. Pitches it at the right spot, and that's how he gets his wickets.
Well, you're talking about Saqib Mahmood, who was bowling outswingers the last season. Oh, perfect. Perfect shot. Nicely coming behind the ball. Well, this season is a little different than he was in the last season. This time you see him bringing the ball in as well. He's learned some art.
Well, you have to. Can't be a one-trick pony as well. And he opens the batting and scores some big runs. Well, this is good field placing. They've done their homework, the 7 districts. They had the cover deep. They know Ramiz is very strong on the offside. So even if it's a drivable delivery, if he's not going to get full value for his shots, he's going to get very frustrated. Another wide. As soon as the left-hander comes in, that first delivery, just not able to manage that. That would have been the perfect ball to a right-hander.
How unlucky it is. You bowl a perfect delivery and you see that going waste and cold. Not a legal delivery. Well, also, again, a perfect delivery to the right-hander, but no, you have a left-hander in front, Mozam Hayat.
Almost trying to get his pads, maybe. And the extras are adding up now. 5 runs conceded in this over already. We're not even at the halfway mark. 7 districts. Well, if you're just joining us, they won the toss, elected to field first. The go-to decision when you're playing in the UAE. And they'll want to chase as less as possible.
Just nicely tucked it down at the toss. The captain was asking and saying that they would like to restrict Karwan strikers to 150 runs. And I think 150 would be a decent total here. You have a fair chance to defend that 150 as well. Just not 150 is chaseable, but for that you need to really bowl well.
Well, 141 chased down yesterday in 11 overs. So if you start off well, if you play your natural game, aggressive cricket, it's get easier and easier to bat in the second innings. Again, width offered. This time, the cover fielder was very deep, but no run taken.
Well, let's get back to the conversation that we are just having. I had a same conversation down at the center with Babar Iqbal, who was saying 150, 142 was not a bad total at all. But then our bowlers who let the game down, they did not really bowl at the right places. That was the reason the score was chased and chased pretty early. So it's good to admit.
Well, that's a rare sight. A delivery outside off stump. And Ramesh Shahzad lets it go. Tajmal Khan, he's got his length right. Just needs to work on his line, make the batsman play, poke at it. And if he's bowling so well outside off stump, the captain has to support him, get a slip in, attack. This is the wicket you need. Because Ramesh Shahzad, as you were saying, Abid, takes some time to get settled in, but once he's in, he's very difficult to get out.
Oh, finally, the 9-ball over comes to an end. Just given 6-2 for 16.
Abdul Ghaffar continues from the ICC Academy end. Dot ball to start off. It's a good delivery. Oh, swish at it. The outside off stump swinging away from the left-hander. Muazzam Hayat. It's very lucky not to get an outside edge on that. That's the plan against the left-hander. Make him play outside off stump. Drag him out. Sedate start. Couple of extras helping there as runs. Oh, perfect. Absolutely beautiful from Abdul Ghaffar. That is the delivery that makes the batsman play in two minds. To go on the back foot, front foot. He just hangs his bat out to dry. And again, very lucky not to get an edge. Rami Shahzad helping with some gardening work. There was nothing wrong with the pitch there, my friend. That was just an unplayable delivery from Abdul Ghaffar. Attempted Yorker. Muazzam Hayat trying to play that on the offside, and that's because of that previous ball that left him. He's expecting every ball to leave him outside off stump, so he's going to stand a bit on the leg side and try to play in that cover mid-off region. Dangerous ploy this.
Yeah, risking it a little bit. I think it's just the partnership they need. They need to spend the time in the center. This new ball is a little tricky to play. So the more time they spend in the center, the better it will get for the batters. Some stretch out there for Abdul Ghaffar. Doesn't seem to be comfortable there. For the team, that's a very important player.
Well, they're coming back after a very long break, Abdul Ghaffar and 7 districts. So not a lot of miles in his legs. Played back-to-back games in the beginning. And then a very long break. They're now on the field. Well, we've seen that happen to international cricketers, the best of the best. Virat Kohli, Naseem Shah, Haris Rauf. A couple of Sri Lankan fast bowlers as well, facing cramps. It's hot, it's humid. Just practicing and you'll be sweaty. And a lot of fluids lost.
Yeah, a little bit of a limping. It is okay. Oh, that's not good scenes. That's not good scenes. That would be a blow to the Team 7 district. I hope he really can bowl. Doesn't seem to be able.
Well, I highly doubt he's coming back to bowl. Can't run up. Showed exactly what the problem was. I don't think he's coming back in. They might need him with the bat though. So maybe some repair work while he's outside. The captain coming in to bowl the rest of the over. 2 more deliveries to go here. And well, even though it's a 2-bowler over, could be a maiden. Yes, it is. The third over is a maiden. 7 districts clawing this back after the fast start from Karwan. 16 for 1 in the under 3. Well, Ajmal will continue. And he will not. Just goes back to his run-up again. Big hold-up since that injury to Abdul Ghaffar. The match referee will have a keen eye on the times. You don't want to be penalized with fielders in the circle. We've seen that wreak havoc in the Asia Cup, happening just a few 100 meters away from us.
Just the opposite of us. So that India-Pakistan clash when we were here, right, at this Oval 1, when Pakistan won that game, we could hear the screams here.
Well, I'm sure one of those screams was mine, because I was there, right there in the center somewhere. Had a sore throat the next day.
Well, at the moment, the game is under control for both the sides. It's just that Ghaffar went out. That something would be hurting 7 District.
Well, he's a key component of this 7 District side. His injury hurts them, not just with the bat, with the ball, but with the bat as well. So they'll want him fit and ready to go. He's right next to us getting some repair work done. 7 Districts and Karwan are one of the few clubs that has a lot of support staff, coaches, trainers, I think a physio as well.
Oh, perfect in-swinger there from Ajmal to the left-hander. A little bit of a doubt there that he'll be able to come back in the game. Just hoping he gets back on his feet, being able to run.
A steady return from Ajmal Khan, just 2 runs, no extras, importantly as well. Charges down the track, Ramesh Shahzad going for the big hit, misses it.
It's just that Ramesh again, after hitting that boundary on a very first delivery, haven't done much damage. Just kept on playing and circling around and around. 9 deliveries, 8 deliveries after that he scored only 2 runs.
Well, again walking down the track. And another dot ball. Maiden, the last over from that combination of Abdul Ghaffar and Haider. And now Ajmal Khan has conceded only 2. They have to get a move along in the power play. Right now at 18 for 1, with just 2 more overs to go for the field restrictions to be lifted.
Yeah, so Karwan not being able to capitalize on the power play. Oh, that was a brilliant delivery, and maybe that's the reason Ramesh is standing a lot ahead of his crease. Spotted on by Ajmal.
Well, in the process of trying to get a run out, 7 Districts has conceded a boundary. So total 5 runs, and Ramesh Shahzad will not mind that one bit.
That was not required at all. But Ramesh would be really happy. Would certainly enjoy that. Little bit of an effort, getting a better result. 4 overs gone, 23 for 1.
.23 for 1 at the end of 4 overs. Mohammad Haider is continuing, and Ramesh Shahzad has tonked him just past that mid-off fielder for a boundary. He will enjoy this pace, Ramesh.
Well, taking charge against the captain and found the gap. That ball just drilled down the ground. Excellent shot. All you need is a couple of good shots to get in the rhythm. Especially likes of Ramesh Shahzad, who's changed his game a lot now.
Well, from 6 of 11, he's moved on. 6 of 10, sorry. He's gone to 15 of 12. That will give him some good confidence.
Oh, this one is gone. This one was picked up with authority on the onside. 6 runs.
Well, Mohammad Haider, he got those 2 deliveries out of the way and then decided, well, I'm landing them properly. Let me go for another over. And this decision is going to come back and haunt them. 10 off first 2 deliveries. Ramesh Shahzad looking in good flow.
Well, it's clearly a smart move to take. Charge on Mohammad Haider. You need to target one bowler in the power play. So you need to cover it up. So now with only 2 deliveries from 23 to 33. 10 runs of 2 deliveries would certainly make this power play look better.
Well, that's the Karwan dugout. You can see Fahad Al-Hashmi right there, the bowling coach. Mohsin Sheikh, the team manager. Their captain Babar Iqbal sitting as well, watching the game keenly. As I said, one of the few clubs that has a full-fledged coaching staff supporting the players, and it's good to see. Good to see that, investing time and money on the local players, on their teams.
That's gone for another one. That would be put on to the 4 runs. Oh, excellent shot.
Well, this could be the momentum changing over Karwan needed. Mohammad Haider, if you're going to be bowling like that, get that third man and deep point out. He's stuck to the leg side fielders in the deep, and he's bowled one short and wide outside off stump.
All these three deliveries going for 4, 6 and 4. Got 3 more deliveries underway. On the own side, this could have been also a boundary where Ramesh didn't take a chance on.
Well, you can't say that's intelligent cricket. Already have 14 in the over. Just get a single, get off strike. Calm yourself down. Rush of blood is not what they need at the moment, the Karwan Cricket Club.
That's the key. You take in the run, play with soft hands. Now hit it straight to the fielder for 1.
Well, if you're Mohammad Haider, you just want to get done and dusted with this over, not concede another boundary. That should be the target. 16 of it, an expensive over in the power play. 39 for 1 in 4.5. And he's done well. Just a single. So an expensive over comes to an end. 17 in that. And Karwan strikers 40 for the loss of 1 wicket in 5 overs. Ajmal Khan will continue. He's been steady. 13 conceded in his 2 overs. Beautiful. Absolutely magnificent. They have protection in the deep for Ramesh Shahzad. That was a picturesque shot. It's a cruel game. Just the 1 run. And joining me in the comm box for the next stint will be Neil Oja. Neil, welcome.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Good to see you in the commentary box. The first ball that I see with the microphone in my hand, the ball is teasing the fielder. It's a very long run. A couple of runs taken there by the batters. 3 in fact.
Well, this is the biggest part of the ground for the left-hander at least. We are playing on wicket number 3 from the ICC Academy end. That's the last wicket, the 3rd most wicket. So those leg side boundaries are very small. But that offside boundary for Muazzam Hayat is massive.
28 of 17. Ramesh Shahzad. No boundary small or big for him. He can clear them with ease. And with equal ease, he'll face this next delivery. A dot ball.
Well, Neil, just before you walked in, we were talking about him still knocking at the door of the UAE side. On talent, I would think he would get in. I think he has to work a little bit on his fitness. I know the UAE team now holds themselves to very high standards when it comes to fitness on and off the pitch.
You're absolutely right. In fact, this time Apishti played 3rd man. Oh, that is silly. That is really poor. A school grader would field better than that. This is basic. You can't go wrong with that.
Well, it's the 12th man. And you've just walked in as a replacement. You don't want to be doing that. Ajmal Khan bowling really well. Had Ramesh Shahzad in a bit of trouble. And they've given him a boundary.
Well, yeah, a freebie there for Shahzad. He did the hard work, definitely. Played that shot. But was supposed to be just a single. 3 extra runs coming in for him. This one driven beautifully. Worth every bit of it. 4 runs.
Well, when he's driving through covers, he is a sight to watch, Ramesh Shehzad. As we were talking just on talent, I don't think there is any better batsman in the UAE. And he's played some magnificent knocks in the grey.
You're right. Extremely talented, for sure. Has represented the UAE in the 2015 World Cup. A quick single, ferociously run. Single to end the over. 6 overs gone, 53 for 1.
These are the highlights of the power play. Abdul Ghaffar, well, he was looking good when he was bowling. Had to go off because of cramps. And then Mohammad Haider, Ramesh Shehzad took a liking to 7 Districts captain. Some misfields and then a beautiful looking shot to end the power play with a boundary. Not a bad start in the circumstances. 53 for 1. Mohammad Saghir, another talented all-rounder, starts a new over. And again, that outswinger outside off stump, the only delivery that seems to be bothering Ramesh Shehzad, even though he's raced away to 37 of 21.
You're right. Some good talent has been unearthed, courtesy some really good televised domestic cricket here in the UAE. Massive talent pool. Oh, beautiful delivery there. Cut him through half.
Well, even a set batsman can face some issues when you bowl like that. His stock delivery was the outswinger. This one just coming in slightly. And that's what took Ramesh Shehzad off guard. And no doubt, Neil, there is a lot of very good talent on display. The SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup 2022, powered by Fan Code, has brought quite a few players to the limelight. Mohammad Saghir, one of them. Abdul Ghaffar, the fast bowling all-rounder, left-hander. Don't see too many of those.
Now he's mighty impressive, Abdul Ghaffar. It's just that they also need to understand on how to maintain the load that they're putting on their body. Playing games every other day here in this tournament, and parallelly probably would be doing a full-time job someplace, and at the same time maybe before this game begins someplace else in the afternoon would be playing a game, maybe in Ajman, maybe in Sharjah, traveling another couple of hours, then coming here playing till late in the night, and then early morning going for their shifts and their duties.
Absolutely. Couldn't have summarized the UAE domestic scene any better than that, Neil. Saghir again, outswinger, very well guided there. No chance for third man. So it's not all power, it's placement as well from Ramesh Shehzad. Just guides it down. There is a third man, but he played it so fine, there was no chance for him to stop it. And outside of the UAE camp, guys like Alishan Sharfu, Rohan Mustafa, Basil Hamid, Rizwan CP. All of these guys, as you said, working individuals, which is why I love what Karwan Cricket Club have done for their team. They have a coaching staff, they have a physio, they have somebody who trains with them, so that even when you're not playing a match, when you're in practice, you have somebody guiding you.
Extremely important. That's the right kind of investment. We'll talk about that more in detail. 7 overs gone, 58 for 1.
Well, this is the battle right here, Neil. Ex-Karwan Cricket Club player Mohammad Farooq coming up against his old teammates. And Ramesh Shahzad, well, I know this from personal experience, loves batting against leg spinners.
Well, yeah, drifting this one down the leg side. Farooq is a very talented spinner. Great control, great pace. Trying to get the ball to turn from outside leg will be called a wide. His ability to turn the ball from there is just amazing. A little bit more grip on the ball and you would see the ball turning square.
Well, the one thing you will see with Ramesh is hardly plays that sweep shot. He likes to go towards mid-wicket or straight. So probably that's the ploy. Just target his pads, make him uncomfortable.
There's a big unit, Ramesh. To sweep, you need to be able to bring your body weight down completely in no time. Meanwhile, played it with soft hands, get a single there, get off strike.
Well, he's quickly moved on to 43. Was struggling just a bit. Caught off the mark with a beautiful shot. And then after that, just struggling to face the right-handed fast bowlers. Muazzam Hayat, well, he's still there. 13 deliveries for his 8 runs. Giving company to Ramesh.
Well, you're right. Giving company, ensuring that keeps giving the strike back to Ramesh Shahzad. Trying to cut this one. It's a great competition between a leg spinner and a left-handed batter. Always favouring the batter, more often than not. But the challenge there then becomes of the bowler to bowl in those areas which are not in the zone.
Well, you need to have an amazing googly if you want to disturb the left-handers. We saw Chahal against Fakhar Zaman winning that battle. So if you have a good googly, basically rely on that and bowl like an off-spinner would bowl, turning the ball away from the left-hander. Farooq, if one thing is missing in his armory, it's that, the perfect googly. He's got a flipper, very good leg spinner, just struggles with the googly.
Will get a single there. Barring those 2 wides, it's been a good over, but then it's okay. I'm okay when a bowler is coming in to test the pitch, trying to understand where the ball will turn from. It's okay to be a little expressive in that matter, because if you get that turn from that area, you know that you are going to definitely trouble the batter from ball one.
Well, excellent point, Neil. Usually you'll see leg spinners try to bowl outside off stump, not to get hit for a boundary. And then you don't have no idea what the ball is going to do off the wicket. Quick single attempted. We'll talk about that later. 8 overs done, 64 for 1. A little bit of hold up, some change of gloves. And Neil, as you were saying, for the leggies, these are pointers coming in from Mr. Neil Oja. It makes perfect sense. That first 2-3 deliveries, don't be afraid to get swept or go over mid-wicket, but try to turn that ball from leg stump. That's the strength. Moazzam Hayat continues in his merry ways, gets a single and gets Ramiz back on strike.
Well, yes. And it's a very critical information that anyone who is a parent or a coach to young kids, especially who are taking up the skill of leg break bowling, the wrist spin, if they're taken for runs, please don't dissuade them. Yes, they will be taken for runs because they don't have the strength to send the ball packing. Meanwhile, towards the fine leg, is there a boundary? Yes, it is.
Well, Mohammad Saghir has been bowling really well outside off stump, swinging the ball away from the right-hander, and then tries to go for that wonder ball. It does not swing, and Ramesh Shahzad gets a little bit of bat on it. No, the umpire has given it as leg bias, although I'm sure Ramesh must be asking for the umpire to give it as runs.
Well, yeah, he's on 44. That 4 definitely would have helped, but not to be so. So as a child, Abdul, it's extremely important for the parents or the coaches to support their kids if they're bowling leg break bowling. It's not an easy skill. It takes forever to master it. And once they master it, once they have the strength in their shoulder to send the ball a little quicker than what they're sending, they will become an asset to any team. They'll be an automatic selection into any team.
Well, you can talk about some of the UAE talent with leg spin. Karthik Miyappan has cemented his place in the 11 for the men in grey. Aditya Shetty is knocking on the door. There's a young kid called Shaurya. Yeah. He's very, very good. And exactly as you said, he is not afraid to flight the ball, not afraid to toss it up. As the late great Shane Warne once said, well, you can deposit me into the stands 3 times, but the 4th time the ball is still in my hand, and once you are back in the stand, you're not coming back.
Which is so true. So true. The opportunity for the batter is only till he makes that one mistake. Bowlers, well, they have 6 balls at least in 1 over before the captain says, okay mate, you're not coming again.
In the meantime, it's Mohammad Zaghir again trying to go for that Yorker. Not a bad idea. The problem is when you miss it and it becomes a full toss, just a freebie. Ramesh Shahzad very disappointed. He thinks he's missed out on a boundary ball.
It was during my school days when we were playing. One of my classmates used to be a leggy, and this learning of supporting the leggy, come to that, straight onto the pads, will be a dot ball to end the over. We'll come back with that narrative. Oh, they're stealing a single. Back in the days, they would say, don't run an overthrow. They've actually run on an overthrow. We'll get a single to end the over.
A big in swinger. And no need to throw. It was a good effort, but in the end, you've just given them the one and spoiled a good over. 9 overs done, 73 for 1. Oh, the leggy continues. Farooq Momin in the air, hit straight to the square leg fielder. That was hit so hard, they had to scamper for the single. That's how quickly that ball went to square leg.
Well, yes, with that single now, Ramesh Shehzad comes on strike. One hit away from his half century. He played well yesterday as well. Today again in control. 46 of 33. Mohammad Farooq bringing in his leg spinners. Stepping down again onto the pads. Very, very sensible.
Yeah, slower delivery. He saw the batsman charge and went down the leg side. Did get a little bit of turn, enough to hit the pads. And that's the problem right there. Conventional sweep would have probably gotten him 4, but he went for the flick and missed it.
Will be a single. Farooq charging himself. So it was this teammate of mine. Probably would have been 8 or 9 when we were playing. 10 maybe. He was taken for runs in back-to-back 3 games. Leg spinner. These are inter-school matches. The parent comes and tells our coach, Mr. Patil, that, listen, my son won't bowl leg spin. Don't spend your time teaching him leg spin. Let him bowl seam-up deliveries. And no, actually, wait. Before that, during one of the training sessions, he started bowling seam-up. And the coach asked him what happened. He said, my dad told me to do that. And when the coach called the dad said, yeah, don't ask him to bowl leg spin because he's taken for runs. It's spoiling his future. The coach said, I know better than you. Shut up and sit down. Either he plays my way or you take him off.
Farooq continues to bowl really well. Another dot ball. Well, we've seen the opposite happen and happen successfully. Certain Anil Kumble comes to mind. From a medium pace fast bowler, seam-up bowler to a leggy. And they weren't better than him. Let the coach do that job. That's what they get paid all the big money for.
Well, that's right. Last ball will take a single and finish the over. 10 overs gone, 76 for 1. starts with a wide in the fresh over. And joining me to take us through this over is going to be Abid Ibrahim. Abid, welcome.
Thank you very much, Neil. The stage is right in the center. 10 overs passed, 77 for 1. This has been a great partnership between the two. Now that was, ask me, that was inviting the batter to hit me delivery, 4 runs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A juicy half volley that was coming into the left-hander. Beautifully driven for a 4. A gorgeous boundary there. Mazim Hayat, 18 of 24, is trying to capitalize on this opportunity now. He's been there in the centre for a very long time, giving good company to Ramesh Shehzad. If they go at 12 and over from here on, they'll get 194.
Well, it's a challenge there for Ajmal to bowl to the left-hander. It's been a challenge for them because it's been a really long time since these two batters have occupied the crease. One right and the other one is left-hander. Now that troubles the bowlers and the fielders as well. Just one in front. Ramesh into the 40s already. Made a 44 in the last game. And tonight again on a 47. He missed out his 50 in the previous encounter. But tonight I think he's making sure he reached to that milestone, 50 runs. That will boost his confidence for sure.
You're right. Definitely help him at the start of the season. If you score so fluently, definitely helps you through the season. Opening the face of the bat very beautifully. 4 runs for him, and that'll bring up his half century. Ramesh Shehzad. What a beautiful knock.
Well, I think the perfect shot to bring 50. Opens the face of the blade at the right time. He knew it, there is a gap. Capitalize on it. What a 50 this is. He came when the wicket was down too early at just 1 run. Lovepreet was departed and he came in. He played so well. And now cruising on 50. Now he's on 51. But the job is only half done. He's got plenty of overs to play more. He can bring that 100. Might be the 4th 100 of this SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summers Cup.
Well, yeah. You've put all pressure on him already, Abid. He just scored a 50. Let him breathe.
Well, the expectations are high. As the caliber of this batsman is so high. And the moment you see him middling the ball well, you can have the expectation from this man. Rambo.
That's right. 52 of 37. It's a very good over. From Karwan striker's perspective, got a lot of runs in this.
That's been a problem now when you coming in with the angle, but not so accurate. And you also bringing that ball into that left-hander, so that troubles the bowler with the line and length. And the next moment when you see the batters take single, you have to change your line and length and the angle, everything, because it's the right-hander.
You're right. Left-hand, right-hand combination always troubles. Wanting to do a little bit of cheekiness, straight to the fielder, but a quick single nonetheless, and that should be the over. 11 overs gone, 89 for 1.
Yeah, that's the 50 we've been talking about. Rambo. Spot on today. Played some great shots all around the ground. Beautifully, just timed the ball. He's done that in a couple of occasions to bring the 50. Playing it a late cut. Excellent knock this is from Ramesh Shehzad. Mohammad Farooq. It's gone up in the air. The fielder trying to get there. He falls short. I think that was a drop. He reached to it. Oh, there is a trouble between the two fielders. And the batter, Ramesh Shehzad. That's a poor calling between the two. And it's a run out.
Really, really bad there. This one itself was a poor shot. Lucky that it didn't convert into a catch. But running between the wickets, calling, oh, really, really poor. Really poor.
Well, Ramesh sacrificed, I think, his wicket. So there was a chance. There was no chance for Mozam Hayat. Don't know what was he running for. I failed to understand what was that run out. Meantime, such a big wicket going down for Karwan. Ramesh Shehzad walking out on 52 of 37. Well, Farooq will not have that wicket in his column. That was a run out, but then he created such an opportunity where two batters had a poor calling between the two.
Well, that's right. Poor calling. But that's how it's supposed to be. Sardar Behzad now comes in. Played a game, 34 runs to his credit. A strike rate slightly under 100. Not the most amazing strike rate if you're playing the short format.
Well, I think that was the first game considering of the season. We saw that slow start because the wickets were down. They were trying to build a partnership between Ramesh and Sardar. But in the end, it just made him play a little slow than the usual. Then that's correct, that nothing below the 100 strike rate is acceptable.
This one's gone up in the air. Beautifully played and beyond the fence for a maximum.
Half volley, really hit me delivery. Look at that. Gave a lot of time. Farooq there. It was easy slog. And it's gone out for a maximum. Great six from Mozam Hayat. Still down there in the center as left hand and right hand combination.
Well, yeah, that combination is going to definitely trouble a few bowlers. Ramiz before this was providing the right hand valuation. Now again the right hand, left hand comes through. They're going to look for a ball. We'll have to wait till they get one. 98 for 2 in 11.4.
Gone onto the leg side. It took a little while for the ball to come back. It was hit too far. 99 already at 11.5. So the final total is what the projected total says will be 167. I think beyond 165 is a good total to have, I think.
Full toss there, straight to short fine. We'll get a single. They're stealing singles here, doesn't matter that. But that single, the 100 comes up, 100 for 2 in 12.
Wahab Hassan now, the left arm tweaker, has come into that attack. A little too late for him, I think. Should have bowled a little earlier.
Yeah, even I think so. They probably were waiting to get rid of a wicket or two. But it is about putting pressure on the right-handers when you're bowling with your left-arm tweaker. Ramesh Shehzad was scoring fluently. They should have introduced him then. But, well, it's never too late if he's able to deliver for a side. If he can pick up a couple of wickets really quick right now, should have done well.
Yeah, if he bowls good, he might be able to complete his quota as well. I think he was kept away from the attack is because Mozam Hayat was there right in the center, because the left-hander would have definitely loved the left armour.
Well, he's still there. Trying to pull this ball from outside off. Just be a dot ball.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see Mozam Hayat how he tackles against Wahab. He would certainly have a little bit of the upper hand against the left armour. It's all about good deliveries. Pulled. Gone. Chase for the fielder. Ah, what an effort from Mohammad Shakir. but the ball wins the race.
That's right. Great slide. And this is exactly what happens. Left hand combination means a left-handed bowler or a leg break bowler bowling to a left-handed batter. More often than not in this equation, you'll see a flurry of shots coming in from the willow of the left-hander.
I think that previous delivery was too short. Really a half tracker. This is better. But outside off, a lot of width was in offer there. I think just a little bit closer, maybe to that fifth stump channel, would be a great bowl from Wahab Hassan. So they need to continue, score 7 to 8 runs in over from here.
Well, that's right. One last delivery of this over. Guided it to its square leg, will be a single, and that should be the over. 13 overs gone, 107 for 2.
Mohammad Kashif is the new addition to the team. He's making into the 11 of 7 district. Sardar Behzad with Mozam Hayat right in the center, only 2 wickets down in 13 overs. Certainly the start what Karwan strikers wanted after that first wicket going down on a very first over, bowled by Abdul Ghaffar. And now they made a great comeback here.
You're right, the comeback is great. Mostly based on the willow of Rami Shehzad and Muazzam Hayat. About 85 odd runs between these two. The rest will have to contribute. The rest will have to come and join the party. 13.1 overs, 108 for 2. A lot of time in hand. They should utilize this platform and jump off to get a lot more. Probably in the vicinity of 180, 190, Abid.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy if they get anything above than 180. And that should be the idea, to go on from here, score 12 runs and over, you'll end up by scoring 186, and that's the total they'll be eyeing on. That's a big one. Oh, that was flighted delivery from Mohammad Kashif, getting outside edge, and in the end that was cut down from the boundary line. Again mix up, a cut down from the boundary line, and now running with Mozam Hayat. He's been in the couple of occasions where he's running too quick without looking at his partner.
Yeah, loud calls, basics. Ensure that the runs come through. The running happens. You have to have your calls in place. Meanwhile, upishly played. Is the fielder trying to settle under it? Over the fielder. Maximum.
Well, that was hit enough. Had enough meat on it. Again, a flighted delivery. He charged it and gone for all money. Excellent shot. 6 runs. Now, this over is turning out to be inexpensive. 10 runs already of 4 deliveries.
Sardar Behzad, 12 on strike. pushing it, running right in the center of the pitch. I'm sure the umpire will have a chat with him.
Yeah, not the area that you want to run on, a danger zone where you get warning and then you get penalties for that, maybe. Very careful you need to be there. Final delivery of Kashif, 11 runs is given. Oh, that kept touch low there. 14 gone, 118 for 2. Big shout, drifting down the leg side, I think. Good call there. Wow. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Got interested, but the umpire wasn't. Sardar Behzad. What he needs to do is, instead of trying all of these acrobats, he should just take a single, get Muazzam Hayat on strike, just like Hayat did while Ramiz was playing alongside him. Instead of trying to be the hero, try and support the man who is playing it absolutely smooth.
Well, I think there should be a plan in place. Both these batters, they play a lot with each other. So they need to understand that I'll take charge against the left arm and you take the charge against the right arm. Oh, this one is gone. No left, no right. It's out. 6.
Well, that's right. No one to stop that, though Ramesh Shehzad sitting in the dugout tried to take that catch. Even he couldn't get his hands on it.
Yeah, that was headed straight to our com box. Slightly onto the right where we have the dugout of Karwan. Nicely hit along the carpet now to take a single. That's a good move. You had hit a big hit. Just go for the single. Let Sardar Behzad take the charge now for the remainers.
Well, that's right. 14 to him. 2 more deliveries in this over. Which way does it go?
But I think, Neil, that's the perfect thing you need to do. This is what you just need one big hit in the over. And then you let your partner do the remainers.
You're right. Hit that big one, take a single, get off strike, rotate strike, keep the scoreboard ticking. Muazzam Hayat will be on strike for the last ball of the over. 127 for 2. That's the last ball. What will be his approach? Will he take a single and retain strike? Will he try and go big? The umpire calls it a wide.
Yeah, he's trying to fire it upon the leg. Look at that. Going down the leg side with the angle. When you try to bowl a little quicker. That's been a real worry for the left armers tonight when they're bowling against Muazzam Hayat, the left-hander. He's batting well. 42. And that will be end of the over. 15 gone. 128 for 2. Well, it's Lahiru Sandaravan who's come in to bowl. Come in to the commentary box is Abdur Rahman. Welcome to the commentary box.
Well, thank you, Abid Ibrahim. Lahiru playing his first game. 128 for 2 in 15 overs. 7 districts have taken that wicket. But Muazzam Hayat, who settled in nicely, 42 of 39 deliveries. And Sardar Bazad is giving him very good company.
Yeah, they're looking very much in control from here onwards. Oh, what a Jaffa. Great delivery to start with.
Oh, very good first ball. Where has he been in this entire tournament? Just leaves the batsman after pitching. Brilliant outswinger. A long run up and a stare to the batsman. That's good to watch.
Yeah, he's got a pace as well, but that first delivery we saw looking really good. Oh, steps out. Wanted to charge on it. That's one way to tackle against the fast bowlers who are swinging the ball. That's a quicker one coming into the right-hander. Sardar has put it onto the onside. Cow corner for a single. So now these two players batting together. If all goes well, we might see that 180 because they have Nadir Waqas to come after these two.
Yeah, Waqas Judd can hit the ball a long way. Asif Hayat as well, very good batsman. So this, and Qamar Awan, let's not forget about him. He can hit the ball 100 meters plus as well. So a lot of hitters right at the end.
Yeah, definitely. That I completely forgot about Qamar Awan. Really hit well. Oh, nicely batted, nicely played. Through the gap, 4 runs. Beautiful shot from Muazzam Hayat.
Well, he started out slowly, but the important thing is he was still there, and now he's making it count. Getting some beautiful boundaries in the process. 46 of 40 deliveries for Muazzam Hayat. Run a ball 16 for Sardar Bazad. And a lot of firepower in the dugout.
Well, this game is in control of Karwan CC. All they need to do is keep the wickets in hand for a couple of more overs.
Wide delivery. And they get a single. Lahiru's bowled a good over so far. Just that one boundary. Again, lot of width offered to Muazzam. And that left-hand, right-hand combination is still bothering them. We're in the 16th over. And every time they have a right-hander on strike, they bowl a Jaffa, and then the left-hander comes on, and they give him a freebie.
Oh, that's not a great delivery. It went straight to the fielder.
Well, he's missed out. Sardar Bazad has missed out. It's a leg stump half volley. Fine leg was in the circle. Should have gone for that boundary. In the end, just a single. Over number 16 comes to an end. 135 for 2. Mohammad Saghir, he continued, just 9 runs conceded in his 2 overs. And Sardar Bazad, oh, another misfield. This time is Ajmal Khan down a third man. But just a single. Wow, poor running between the wickets. You have to be ready. Just 4 more overs to go. 8 wickets in hand. Karwan need to get a move along. They need to cross that 180 mark.
Well, yes, they are fighting for that. Moazzam Hayat now inching close to 50. Just shy of 3 runs. What a knock he's played as well. Now the real test would be against this man, the young, fast bowler, great all-rounder, Mohammad Saghir. Yeah, off cutter there, only single.
Moazzam Hayat. Well, you can understand Moazzam Hayat trying to take the single. He's on 48, moving towards a well-deserved half century. But this Sardar Bazad knock, well, I'm scratching my head here, Abid. Just 3.4 overs to go. And 8 wickets in hand. Kamarawan in the dugout. Waqas Jatt in the dugout.
Yeah, now is the time where they'll be least bothered about the wickets. It's clearly the time to go for big hits with 3.5 overs to go. They had a very good control on the game after that first over where they lost a wicket of Lovepreet Bajwa.
And again, he's yoked himself, he's missed out. And these dot balls are now hurting Karwan. They should have learned their lesson yesterday. 150, 160 is not going to cut it. 7 districts bats big and bats deep.
Yeah, they got plenty of batters to come. Hit on the cover. That's a misfield. That was supposed to be stopped and the captain couldn't capitalize. Look at that. Half volley. Straight to the captain.
Well, the only excuse is he's lost it in the lights. That was going straight into his hands. And Mohammad Haider has fluffed that. Sardar Bazad finally gets a boundary.
On the onside, just pushed it. Oh! Bullseye there. Just shies from the stumps. 17 gone, 142 for 2.
Lahiru comes back. And Sardar Bazad has gone straight. Is that big enough? Yes, it is. Finally, he gets a move along. And what a way to start the over. Maximum over long off.
Again, full. This is where he was making the batsman uncomfortable earlier. He was bowling full and straight. He beats at a couple of occasions Sardar Bazad, and this time Sardar knew what's coming. And Lehru being a little too predictable there. And what a great shot. over the mid-off for a maximum. Sardar Behzad now is the time where they need to accelerate. Over a 50 runs partnership between the two, Mozam Hayat and Sardar Behzad. It's been also an excellent partnership. Two good partnerships can do the damage.
Again, it's in the air. Mid-off is in the circle. Settles under it. It's a pressure catch. And Salman has taken... Shaizu, beg your pardon, has taken it. Sardar Behzad finally falls. Trying one shot too many.
Yeah, it was looking so good earlier. He hit 1-6 and went for the other. Lehru strikes. He's delighted to see the back of Sardar Behzad, who's walking out. Scored 29 runs of just 23 deliveries. It's 148 for 3.
Lehru continues after getting a wicket. Mozam Hayat has hit that straight down the ground for another maximum, is it? Yes, it is. And that is the half century. It's a good looking shot. But Abid Ibrahim, there is mid-off in the circle to the set batsman. This field placing is boggling. Where is your long off? That would have settled into his hands.
Well, it was also bowled outside off, full as well. Mozam, you don't bowl that kind of a delivery to a man who's batting over 50. That's a very good 50 for Mozam Hayat, by the way. He's got onto the 50 with this good-looking shot outside off for a maximum. Now he's batting alongside Karwan. The team's score also passed 150. Slashed hard, and that's running. Oh, that's went for 4.
Another misfield. These misfields are costing 7 districts dearly. It was hit hard, but he should have stopped it. You have to save these runs. The 18th over, even with that wicket, Abid, 16 of it already with 2 more deliveries to go.
The last, these are the last few overs where you need to put your hard work, that you put the work hard from the beginning. It's just the end of the game where you need to gather the energy and need to put the efforts and be on top of the game. Misfields will not help your cause.
Oh, he's played at it. Would have been wide, but he's played at it. And well, Abid, they have not taken the single. Karwan is furious with Mozam.
Well, indeed. Karwan, who wanted the strike, but Mozam denied because he's middling the ball well. You can see that Sundarwan, Lehru. Final delivery of his onto the pads. Picked up, pushed, and gone for 4.
Well, that's why he wanted the strike. He knew he could get another boundary in this over, and he's done that. That was the run-out opportunity. They didn't go for the run. And then the next ball, Mozam Hayat gets a boundary. 20 runs off the 18th over with the wicket. 162 for 3 now, Karwan.
That's the 50 for Mozam Hayat, the stylish left-hander who really batted well under pressure. He came as an opener, batted alongside Rambo. He gave him a very good helping hand, and he's been causing trouble to the team with the left-hander inside.
Well, you can understand then why Ramesh Shahzad sacrificed his wicket for Muazzam, keeping the left-hander inside, and it has paid dividends. 62 not out of 46 deliveries. Karwan will face his first delivery. He doesn't have any time to get settled in now.
Karwan, the last over is gone for plenty. That's 20 runs he's gone for. Picked up a wicket, yes. Sagir bowled a beautiful delivery. Chance, no chance.
Well, the perfect Yorker, perfect Yorker. And the keeper has done really well. Could have easily gone for 4 runs, but no. Keeps it in his hands. And they steal a single. Will bring Muazzam Hayat back on strike. 11 legal deliveries to go. How many can he get, Muazzam Hayat? 62 or 46. And the poor guy has to come back and then start keeping as well. Abid, no Furqan Khalil today. Muazzam Hayat will have the gloves.
Now that's a real test in these conditions. It's not an ideal weather where you can bat 20 overs and then keep 20 overs. Well, slashed hard outside off, made a room and made it a beautiful shot.
Well, it was a full toss. Could have hit it anywhere. Didn't lose his shape. He's tired, but he's still in full control. Muazzam Hayat gets a very good boundary. 66 now for him. 167 on the board. That 180 looking very likely now. Can they go higher? Can they get to 200?
Well, that slashed up. Maybe chance. Yes, taken. What a catch. And what a knock comes to an end.
Well, that's the only way you could have gotten him out. Something special in the field. And that's exactly what has happened. Mid-off was in the circle. It's Lahiru. He bowled an over just before this one. But he's made a valiant effort and gotten the set batsman out. Muazzam Hayat walks out for a brilliant 66. 167 for 4 now. Karwan in 18.3. Well, 2 new batsmen now. Waqas Chhat yet to face a delivery. Kamar Awan, beg your pardon. 1 delivery to his name. Oh, he's flicked it. The no-look flick shot comes out. Kamar Awan, you beauty. What a hit. If you know this man, you know what he's capable of. Look at that. He doesn't want to see where that ball is going. He knows it's going for 6.
Well, that's his trademark shot. He plays it a little better than Andrew Fletcher. On to the onside. Without watching where the ball is gone. And he know the result the soon it hit the bat. Perfect placement. Great shot. And I've been a fan of this hit. Look at that. There you go. Andrew Fletcher would be proud.
Well, Andre Fletcher, eat your heart out. As Abid Ibrahim said, Kamar Awan is in the middle right now. Expect some fireworks. That's why he's in this power pack side. That's the value he brings as a finisher. If you've been following domestic cricket, you know Kamar Awan is one of the finest death finishers with the bat and with the ball as well. The perfect utility all-rounder as we get a new set of balls. Do not bowl to his pads. That's the bottom line. We're back live. He's pulled it. Straight. 6. Karwan is in full flow and 7 districts in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, this is outside off. You told not to pitch on the pad. Certainly the bowlers have listened to you. But Karwan didn't. He went big. He got the result as a maximum. Another big over and he's hitting one of the finest bowler, Mohammad Sagir. He's gone for 16 already. On the onside, straight to the fielder.
Well, this is a good result for Karwan. Karwan will be back on strike for the last over. 180 comes up with one more over to go. Well, that's the bowling card, and you can see the problem right there up top. Abdul Ghaffar just able to bowl 1.4 overs, got the wicket, but couldn't continue because of cramps. And after that, well, it's been one-way traffic. It's been Karwan who've enjoyed these conditions and put up some big partnerships. 88, I beg your pardon, for the second wicket, and 58 for the third wicket. Lost back-to-back Mozzamiyat and Sardar Bazat, but it doesn't matter because Karwan is batting at the moment. The strike rate of almost 400. And Abid Ibrahim, well, this is a gamble. They've brought in a spinner. It's Farooq Momin to bowl the last over of this innings.
There's certainly being a reason for it. Maybe Waqas Jatt, who's not so comfortable against the spinner, was great against the fast bowlers. And if I'm not wrong, Waqas is limping.
Well, I think Waqas has been limping since 2001. He does struggle a little bit with his legs. But Karwan does not struggle at all. He might be a senior statesman, but he's running quickly between the wickets. He's pulled it. Is it going to be a catch? No, that's a big boundary. And they've just taken a single.
Yeah, now they got what they were looking for, 183. The remaining 4 deliveries would only help the cause of Karwan striker to go for 190.
4 more deliveries, 4 more legal deliveries to come. Mohammad Farooq has started this over nicely. On the back foot, Waqas Jatt in 2 minds. And in the end takes the single.
Well, Waqas intently played for a single. He wanted to Karwan to face the remainers, I think. Because he's been middling the ball well. Steps out. Hits it in the air. Oh, all that effort goes in vain. It's a 4 runs.
Well, I'll tell you what, Abid. The beauty of this boundary is he didn't lose his shape. Came down the track, wasn't to the pitch of the ball, went through with the shot, but didn't try to hit it too hard. And he's gotten a boundary. What a knock this from Karwan. 20 of just 7 deliveries and 2 more deliveries to come.
Very well bowled. Or an out. Yeah. The limping will continue, and that limping, Waqas Jatt would carry till the pavilion.
Well, there was never a single there. No idea where Waqas Jatt was going. Farooq has done well. 8 runs, I beg your pardon, in this over so far. 1 more delivery to come. Waqas Jatt has to walk back for a single run. 188 for 5 now, Karwan, with 1 more delivery to come. Last delivery. Karwan will be pushing for two. Nader. Oh, he's so quick. He was already at the non-striker's end. And Karwan looked back. So what are you doing right next to me?
Look at that running. Now, Kamar completed his shot and look at that, how he followed. Kamar just left and he was at the middle of the pitch, and then before the bowler turns to take the bails off, he's so... Nader was so quick and made it. The final 2 runs to take the team Karwan striker towards 190 runs. What a great comeback this has been from Karwan strikers.
Absolutely. A slow, sedate start, and then Muazzam Hayat and Sardar Bazat picked up with that flourish right at the end. 22 of 9 deliveries. Abid, we spoke about this before the game, and again, 19 extras conceded by 7 districts. And will that be the difference between victory and defeat? That's the question. 190 is what Karwan has managed in their allotted 20 overs.
Well, I think, yes, the extras has been a real worry for teams here. 7 district does that again, given 19 runs and extras there. Look at that, plenty of bowlers has been used for 7 district, but I think the most hurting point, and this score has come off because of that Abdul Ghaffar not completing his quota.
Yeah, he couldn't bowl, and I'm sure he will be needed with the bat. Doesn't need to run too much, that's for sure. Just 1 wicket for Abdul Ghaffar, Mohammad Saghir and Lahiru Sandaru 1. But those economy rates hurting the 7 districts, winning the toss, electing to bowl first and conceding 190. Let's have a quick look at the highlights then of the first innings. And the highlights in the beginning were that Abdul Ghaffar first over wicket, second delivery, and then after that it was Ramesh Shahzad. Shots all around the park, was looking very good while he was in. Enjoyed facing Muhammad Haider. And then when Muhammad Saghir and Ajmal Khan came into bowl, just guided it for boundaries. Muazzam Hayat collecting runs on the other end. That was a big chance. The ball was in the air for a long time. And that drop, well, that's a costly drop. It did end up with a run out. And it was Ramesh Shahzad who sacrificed his wicket. And in the end turned out to be a good decision, because Muazzam Hayat, while he turned off the pace and got hitting some massive sixes on the shorter side. Sardar Bazat got a 6 and then fell the next delivery. That time 7 districts thought they would be able to restrict them to under 150, 160 maybe. Muazzam Hayat definitely had other ideas. And then the man who's known as one of the best finishers in the UAE, Kamarawan, walked in, Andre Fletcher style no-look 6. And then 1 over long on. Finish off with the boundary. A consolation wicket for the 7 districts. 190 for the loss of 5 wickets then Karwan. We will take a short break and be back for the run chase. Stay tuned.
Well, that's the occasion. Welcome back, all our viewers, to this SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup 2022 powered by FanCode, where we had Karwan strikers, those who were put on to bat first in this game number 18 against 7 districts, and they batted really well. They scored these mighty 191 runs. The target has been set for the team Karwan strikers, and now we are waiting to see the response of 7 district. A little bit of a challenge. They'll need to go with 9.5 runs from the word go. The 2 openers out there is Shehzad Ali alongside Saghir Afridi. Well, a lot relies on Saghir Afridi. He is a power hitter. Opening the innings would give those crucial runs. It's very important for him to bat aggressively today. Shehzad, well, he scored runs, but the strike rate of his has been a little bit of a worry for the team 7 district. Yeah, that's what the strike rate I was talking about. 89 run strike rate, an average of 28. He opens the innings. I haven't scored a 50. Yeah, so a big performance is due on him. There is a lot of responsibility on you, especially when you come to open the inning. To open the innings in the commentary box, I've been joined by Neil Oja. Welcome, Neil, to witness this exciting encounter.
Thank you so much, Abid. Yes, it's a very big chase. Salman Salim will take the responsibility with the ball. 191. That's the target. Not going to be easy to go at 9.5 from ball number 1. And they've started well towards the square leg region. The fielder will cut it off, will be a single.
A very good delivery there from Salim, who was targeting and trying to bring that ball slightly in. Bowled a half tracker. But if you can really bring that ball back in from there, would have been a great delivery. That's Mohammad Saghir Afridi. Not a convincing tournament for him, averaging only 5, but the strike rate matters tonight. Oh, perfect delivery. Salman Salim. Excellent outswinger with the angle. Look at that. Perfect.
A beautiful bowling. It is important that they maintain this line. A win over here is important for Karwan strikers, because they come in late in the tournament. They'll be playing their games back to back against all teams. In the gap, the third man does a good job at cutting the ball. It'll just be a single. But a no ball has been called. Oh my God, look at that. Problems from the very beginning. No ball means a free hit next.
Yeah, that's been a problem there. You can't afford to give extras, a lot of extras, because you have already given 22 in the previous game. So you had, and you have the coach and the staff and the think tank would definitely work on that department to make you understand what went wrong in the previous game. So you do have to correct yourself in the next encounter.
You're right. Little bit of changes. Coming across the line for a free hit delivery. This one has been flat batted. Straight to the fielder, will just be a single. So good ball considering it was a free hit delivery. Didn't really cost them much. Just 1, 4 on the board of 3 deliveries.
They haven't gone for the boundary. The captain is immediately into the ears of Salman Salim. He's got away with that free hit. He's, I think, bowling too good here. The great line and length and swing and control. There you go.
Dot ball there. It's a tight line, bowling those hard lengths, not letting the batters free their arms. Sagir Afridi is capable of hitting across the line very well. But for that to happen, he will have to understand the challenges that this wicket possesses.
Oh, again wanted to go. This time over the bowler, over the mid-off. And too quick for Sagir Afridi. Yeah, cleared that front leg little too late. And the swing was just perfect. That's the basic what you need to do. Look at that. Now, he's bowled out these old deliveries, kept it on the same area and same angle.
Again, the same thing, angling the ball away from the right-hander with 2 slips in positions. 1 over gone, 4 for none.
Zahid Ali with 1 slip on. The great experienced bowler Zahid Ali had a great game the last one. He's been the only one who put his impact, picked up 3 wickets and bowled out those 4 overs on trot. The fitness is something special. With the fast bowler bowling 4 overs on trot, it's a challenge.
Yes, it is. But then, it's not that you're coming into play in alien conditions. These are your home conditions. You definitely must be used to playing here. And mind you, these are so much better grounds as compared to some of the others in the country.
Yeah, it's open from all 4 departments, all 4 parts. So the wind can blow really nicely here. Where usually you see the stadiums packed from all 4 ends. So considering the other grounds, this is much better to play at these conditions in the summers.
You're right. 5 without loss in 1.2 overs, chasing 191. The required run rate is now 10. Wanting to go big again, Sagir Afridi hasn't been able to connect well. Hasn't been able to sight the ball properly.
Yeah, it's just blindfolded shot that he tried. That little late movement off the deck from Zahid Ali. I mistimed it, that couldn't read the swing. Now both these batters are now struggling to get a single boundary. They haven't struck a single boundary out of 9 deliveries. Now the game is going so fast and you have 191 to chase. So that puts a lot of pressure. Quick running.
Yeah, that's right. A single there. And Nothing more than that. Just 2 runs of this over. It's not going to be very easy for 7 districts to chase this down unless they make the most out of the power play. But so far, the power play has been muted. 2 more deliveries to come from this Zayed Ali over. Great bowling.
Yeah, he's kept the batters quiet with a little bit of a late movement of the deck. He's been bowling well. It's been a perfect find for Karwan strikers. The Karwan has just started their season. This is their second game of the season. And they'll have back-to-back games. All 4 days, we'll be watching Karwan strikers playing. They got a little late start of the tournament. Goes deep in his crease, Shehzad. Couldn't really connect well, but just a single. Tapped it. The 2 overs gone, 7 for none. Oh, that's a leading edge. Well, they have a third. Deep. Vakas cleared it up. That was a little exciting. The batter just closed the face of the bat a little too early.
Well, yeah. It is about this wicket. It's not about the skills of the batter or the lack of it. The way this wicket is holding up. A beautiful angling away, Salman again. Getting the ball. Orthodox left arm seamer. They have this ability to get the ball away from the right-hander. That's what he's doing. Creating that angle. And he's bowling with a slip in place, which puts that additional pressure on the batter. 2 slips, in fact. Got Ramiz and Nadir. He goes big this time. Similar ball, but no connection proper. You get a couple of runs, in fact. 3 runs.
Yeah, they run well between the wicket. But the problem would be still no boundary. We had 2.5 overs passed, and the required run rate is from here onwards. It's 10 runs, over 10 runs and over. And this is not the easy wicket to get 10 runs and over from the start. I think the new batters also will take little time. Steps out. I missed that one. It makes little sense to me that if you're coming down the track, then you play with a straight bat. But this is something which is I'm clueless about. Having no idea what Shehzad was doing when you stepped out and playing across the line.
You're right. Playing across the line. Not a good idea. Again, feels like the basics sometimes go missing. Down the leg side. This is poor. This is very, very poor. Freebies on offer. 4 wides.
Yeah. Nothing really a keeper can do much about it, but he had a glove on it. Despite that, went down there. That's a first boundary, mind you, Neil. Not an ideal way to get first fours. But it's just that you need a little bit of a luck favouring you. This time down the leg side, erred by Salman Salim, who's been very, very good, very decent with his bowling. But he seems, Mozam Hayat seems to be pulled his leg. He's back on his feet. That's a good sign. Try to fist at that one as well, going away from him. That's a good bowling from Salman now.
No, you're right. Salman has been bowling those great lengths and taking the ball away from batters, inviting the batter to play the drive. And that's why you see Mohammad Sagir, when he went for that shot, he flung his bat at it, not in a typical drive because he's getting beaten. And when you do something like that, more often than not, you might just get into trouble.
That frustrates you as well. Dot bowls, dot bowls. Oi, has he got him? Has he got him? Big shout. Umpire Shiju Saib says not out.
Well, yeah, the smile on his face realizes that the keeper was just trying to put pressure on the batter. Not to be so. 3 overs gone, 16 for none.
Well, it's Zahid Ali to continue. Oh, try to make this one shuffled and straight hit. And that struggle of Sagir Afridi comes to an end with a beautiful catch.
Well, that's right. Sagir Afridi never looked comfortable today. And he went for the big one. It was the bottom edge of the bat. And Ramesh Shehzad, he's safe as a house. He's not going to drop these. Mohammad Sagir Afridi gone 5 of 10. And it's 16 for 1 for the 7 districts.
Zahid Ali with a wicket. Oh, another one. That is going up in the air. Maybe a chance. No. That's gone for 4 runs.
Well, at this time, Again, the back of the line delivery, but slightly better connection. The fielder, Karwan, had to do a steeple chase, ran a few yards and then had to jump over the hurdle of the boundary.
Yeah, he was watching the ball. That's a very risky. Need to be careful. He could have pulled the ball back, I think.
I mean, a little bit of a tough ask. Ball pitches and then turns away from you. Beautifully played this time, Shahzad Ali. Great timing, 4 runs.
Well, that wicket have certainly brought some runs now. Since the departure of Saghir Afridi. Now 2 back-to-back boundaries. Yeah. Zahid Ali realizing that he offered a little too much width there.
You're right. You offer width, you bowl it short. It's a little gift for any batter. Shahzad Ali, 13 of 12. You get a single, a quick single. A direct hit maybe would have created a chance, but not to be so.
It's just taking a little too much time, that fielder, to hit that one, and also error in the line, and again that was a hit towards Farman Ali that hit him, I think.
Well, yeah, they hit him, but I think it's he's fine. Would want to continue playing.
Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Excellent bowled.
Well, that's right. There was movement of the deck. Pitched it slightly back of the length. Maybe an opportunity there. The batter there didn't want to go on the front foot, nor did he go on the back foot. Stayed where he was. Just showing the face of the bat to the ball, and the ball sneaking away from the bat.
Yeah, just these are the exact deliveries that get you the outside edge. Usually, you don't need to swing the ball yards. Or maybe here, big shout. Again, that's given not out by Shamim this time.
This one came in after pitching. Wanted to cut this. Too close to cut, as they say. A dot ball to end the over. 4 overs gone, 25 for 1.
Salman to bowl this one again, away going delivery, and that third is perfectly planted there to save that boundaries.
You're right. It's an investment that you make when you're trying to bowl those deliveries. It is a safety net. Will pay you dividends and also cut losses.
Yeah, at the same time you might get the top edge. That would be a bonus for you if that man can certainly pick up a wicket for you in the deep.
That's right.
always amazing to see the bowler who's bowling and has a plan in place.
Maybe here is an opportunity again to take a wicket. Farman Ali, the new man in. A couple of slip fielders in position. The way Salman bowls, he takes that ball out. Oh, very good delivery there. Now, if he can just get a ball to straighten from where he pitches, he's pitching it from the middle and off line, and then taking the ball away. Now, if this ball was to straighten, the batter would have been caught plumb LBW. Does he have the ability to bring the ball back in?
Well, I think he does. He just want to stick to the basics, what he's doing, and he's getting a good response from the deck as well. If he has that ability to bring ball in, that would have hit him on the back foot to Farman Ali, and that was plumb in front. But I think Salman doesn't want to really try so many things. That's also understandable. When you have a lot of runs on board, all you need to do is just contain runs. That's a perfect bowling then.
A half-hearted appeal will be a dot ball. They're asking many questions. And the wicket keeper there now is in trouble. He put in that little dive to stop that ball. The wicket keeper did a fantastic effort. Yeah, the wicketkeeper there, he put in a fantastic dive, but this weather conditions is not really conducive for long plays, and if you're cramping, you put in that extra effort, you'll go into the cramp vortex, where literally every muscle will go into the same pain hound, and you'll have to probably take some time out.
Well, that's exactly. We were talking about me and Abdurrahman Tariq. That's a big challenge first to bat 20 overs and then keep wickets. It's a huge responsibility also to keep the wickets. Today they are missing out Furqan Khalil. And this man, Mozam Hayat, batted all 20 overs. So yes, these are the back home conditions, but then still it's a bit too much of a task. With 2 slips in, Salman Salim is still firing pretty well.
Well, yes. .5 overs, 26 for 1. Last ball of the over has just given 1 run in this over. Fantastic bowling. Driven in the gap this time, but not with enough legs on the ball. The ball will be stopped and sent back. 3 runs taken. 5 overs gone. It's 29 for 1. Alright, so Waqas Jat is the new bowler. 29 for 1 after 5. And to take the proceedings from here on, joining me with this humongous shot, which has gone towards the mid-wicket region, is Abdul Rahman Tariq.
Thank you. Super Niloja. Steady start. 7 districts. The only thing they'll keep in mind is Karwan Cricket Club, beg your pardon, started off in a similar position. Almost about 38, 40 odd runs in the power play. And then they cut loose. You have to target one bowler though. Zahid Ali, I don't think is one of them. So maybe they'll chance their arm against Waqas.
Wanting to go big again. Unable to connect. Neither of these two batters, or for that matter even Afridi, have been able to middle these shots. A couple of shots here and there, but apart from that, it definitely has looked like they're batting on a different wicket altogether.
Well, this has been the problem for 7 districts in this entire tournament. Their 1, 2 and 3 have not been scoring quickly. They've relied a lot on Abdul Ghaffar, who's injured at the moment, so not sure if he'll come out to bat. And that middle order to score quickly doesn't work every time. Short ball, it's in the air. Pulled really hard, and he'll get 4.
Well, yeah, look at that. A shot like this, in normal circumstances, should have been sent for 6. But again, he was cramped for room, didn't really react quick, somehow managed to get that shot going. He's a big unit, was able to send the ball towards the boundary, but this one should have been hit for a 6.
Yeah, that was all power, but no timing on it. And the advantage of the power play, otherwise long on would have gobbled that up. Change in field, oh, and he's bowled him. Well, he was struggling. Shahzad Ali got a boundary, and then a good comeback from Waqas Jat.
Well, yeah, committed himself to go big, stepping down on a fast bowler, and that too after a delivery that you hit for a 4. Unnecessary. Shahzad Ali walks back, 19 of 16 for him, 36 for 2.
With the new batsman walking in is Mohammad Farooq Momin. And Neil, I was mentioning this when he came in to bowl as well. An ex-Karwan player, and he's promoted to number 4, has been batting at 8 in the past 3 games. And they're missing Abdul Ghaffar. That's the big dent for the 7 district side. What a great find he has been in this tournament. One of the best all-rounders on display. But this man has his work cut out. The required run rate is now touching 11.
"56 runs in his 3 matches. Got a healthy strike rate of 140, but an average of just 18.67. Hasn't really got his opportunities to bat. But today, it's coming nice and early. If he can stick around, play a nice long innings, would be great for him and his side.
Well, started off his career as an opener, Mohammad Farooq. So doesn't mind facing the new ball. Quick single. Sardar Bazad was very close in at that short mid-wicket position.
Hey, that position is technically there to save the single. Because it's not very often that you'll get a catch at that position, because Waqas Jatt is not bowling those pace deliveries. So even this one, see, the ball didn't carry to the wicket keeper, so he's not bowling that pace, and you get those catches at short mid wicket when the bowler is bowling those pace deliveries on the middle and leg stump and the batter is looking to flick them.
Yeah, absolutely. Masterclass from Mr. Superneel Oja about field placings as well. This is the power play then. It was Mohammad Saghir Afridi, first man to go. Easy catch for Ramiz. Shahzad Ali attempted the same shot, got a maximum. Was looking good for a few minutes. That boundary should have egged him on, but that wasn't the case. Charged the medium pacer and lost his middle stump. 37 for the loss of 2 wickets in the power play, and needing 11 runs in over, 154 to be exact, to win the game. The new bowler walking in is the ever young 18-year-old Nadir Hussain. That receding hairline is not the statement he wants to show.
Cut him, but there is a fielder. Will be a single. Nadir Hussain. You're right. That hairline could be genetic, but this man is fit as a fiddle. The number on his back is probably the number that his age would be. Now, I'm sure that Nadir can give run for their money to a bunch of 18-year-olds.
Easily. Plays a lot of indoor cricket as well, which is why he's supremely fit. Loves this cricket. Very good batsman as well, and that's back of the hand, slower delivery is a treat to watch.
A full toss, and this one will go and fetch some runs. Maximum.
Well, he did try that, and it didn't come off. Full toss, and Farman Ali has finally cut loose. He was struggling against Waqas, but he's gotten a maximum.
Yeah, that definitely didn't come out well, but then it's okay. When you have so many runs that you're defending, you can afford to bowl a delivery or two, get yourself in the rhythm. The back of the hand delivery is not one of the easiest deliveries. The cutters are simple to execute, not the back of the hand.
Absolutely. And in these humid conditions, it might not be due, but the sweat rolling down your forearm just before you're about to deliver can cause havoc. Goes for the in-swinger. Could come back, could reply from Nadir. Just a single. Well, we've seen weirder things happen in this tournament. 140 runs scored in the last 10 overs. A Danish Hafiz special 32 ball 100. And that's something that 7 districts will need if they want to win this game and cement their position into the semi-finals.
He's bowling those fuller deliveries, mixing up the pace. He's not your outrightly fast bowler who will breathe fire and hence has to rely on accurate lengths. Gets the ball to move, bowls a slower one, works around with the pace. And those kind of bowlers, I personally feel, are more tricky to play. This time a full toss, played it absolutely straight, will race away towards the fence, 4 runs.
Well, the challenge with that plan is evident. When you're trying to go for that block hole, that full delivery, the margin of error is so small. 4 times, Farman Ali has converted them into full tosses and gotten boundaries. 468 tournament 4s in the SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup, powered by FanCourt, and we're not done yet. 2 more round games coming up in the next 2 days, and then the semi-finals. 13 runs in this over already. Can he get a wicket here? No, it's a cover drive straight to the fielder. No run. So over number 7 comes to the end. 7 districts, exactly 50 on the board. Well, Vikas Jatt will continue. Successful over. The previous one for him. Caught the wicket of Shahzad Ali. Farooq, run a ball 3 for him. Farman Ali is moving along. And an easy single. So that's good cricket. Get the set batsman on strike. Let him take control.
That's right. 51. Steps down, up in the air and sent packing. Maximum.
Very good hit. Very good hit from Farman Ali. He's looking in the groove now. That previous over against Nadir helped him loosen up just a bit. And the important part in that 6 was that he presented the full face of the bat. Didn't try to go across the line.
.57 for 2 in 7.2.
He's bowled him. Vikas Jatt is making a habit of taking a wicket every time he concedes a boundary. This time, well, this is exactly what you were talking about, Neil. Just in the break, that cutter just rolled his fingers enough to beat the batsman.
Well, that's what you have to do. It doesn't become very evident, and at the same time, it is as effective. Farman Ali gone, 23 of 16, 57 for 3.
Well, it's the captain walking in, Mohammad Haider. And he has a big role to play now. 11 runs and over still needed. Even after that flurry of boundaries from Farman Ali, that required run rate has not come down.
.57 for 3. Mohammad Haider comes in, 50 runs he scored in 3 matches. An average of 25. A strike rate 104. Not an impressive strike rate.
Well, he has to double it now. And almost 2 runs a ball needed from here. So 100 strike rate is definitely not going to cut it.
Vikas Jatt. Just back of the length delivery again. And I have this feeling that he's going to bowl a fuller one next. He's got the batter to move slightly on the back foot with that first delivery that he bowled. 57 for 3. Dot ball. Dot balls definitely won't help the required run rate now, jumping up to 11. All sorts of challenges compounding now.
And the bigger challenge is, will Abdul Ghaffar come into bat? That's the question. Because without him, this total is looking very daunting. Another Yorker attempted. Mohammad Haider was ready for that. And he just gets a single. So even with that 6, Neil, just 8 runs off the over so far. They need another boundary here. Muazzam Hayat, the wicket keeper, is still struggling. Well, it seems our scoring is just getting updated. 8th over has come to an end. 58 for the loss of 3 wickets, 7 district. Nadir will continue. And with Farman Ali back in the dugout now, I think he'll fancy his chances against Mohammad Haider and Mohammad Farooq.
58 for 3, required run rate 11.24. We're going currently at 7.1. Like if you look at 7.1 in isolation, it's not a bad run rate. But not when you're chasing 11.2. Ball down! Drag that ball in, no foot movement whatsoever. The ball is at least a yard away from the off stump and the feet are really stuck there as if he's standing in cement.
Oh, very tentative, very poor shot by the captain. You have to get your front foot to the pitch of the ball, my friend. That ball should have been racing through the cover fielders. That's not the case. It's crashed into the stumps. 58 for 4, now 7 districts. A new batsman walking in is Wahab. Another talented youngster in the 7 districts lineup. They have Mohammad Saghir Khan as well. He got a couple of boundaries in the last game that he played against IGM. Was the difference in the victory for the 7 district side. That first game, they caused a massive upset and opened up the stable. Wahab Hassan, 10 runs so far for him. Again, well, he needs to improve that strike rate and improve it very quickly if 7 districts have any chance in this game.
You're right. They'll have to go really big, hammer and tongs from the very first ball on. Good face of the bat shown to the delivery, straight to the fielder though.
Well, not a bad shot to play to get off the mark. And look at that. Just with that dot ball and the single, that required run rate has now gone to almost 12, 11.48.
Swing and a miss there. Nadir is coming good after that expensive first over that he bowled. He's not trying now to bowl those Yorkers, trying to keep that ball away from the off stump, maybe at the 5th stump line, and is getting that success.
Yeah, quick learner, learning from the errors of the first over. And good to see Babar continue with him. Again, a swing and a miss. That was the Yorker attempted and he nailed it. We see a lot of times that captains, once a batsman hits a bowler for 10-12 runs, they take them off and bring them back later. That wasn't the case with Nadir. And he's come back nicely. Just the 1 run conceded in the 5 deliveries, and he has a wicket to his name as well.
Stepping down, but not the right sort of connection that was expected. 9 was gone, 60 for 4.
The new bowler, Asif Hayat. Very skillful off spinner. Bowls a lovely dusra. Oh, it's going down the leg side. Starts off with the wide. And we were having a conversation about off spinners in the T20 game, the traditional off spinners. And it seems to be one of those arts that is slowly but surely dying down. You need bowlers who are going to bowl that carom ball, that quick Yorker. Even the likes of Ashwin have changed their strategy, bowling that carom ball to the right-handers and off-spinner to the left-handers. Do you agree with something like that?
I mean, Ashwin tries a little too hard, to be very honest. He tries a little too many things. But, you know, off-break bowlers, they do get taken for runs. You know, it is not something that we haven't seen of late. But at the same time, they also, you know, come in with the option when there are a bunch of left-handed batters in your side. So you can't really negate an off-break bowler. But yes, I mean, if you have an option of having a left-arm bowler, a left-arm orthodox, or a leg spinner, then I think, yeah, you would rather prefer that as compared to an off-break bowler.
Well, that is exactly what we were talking about as well. The teams prefer to go with a left-arm spinner or a leggy, more attacking options. But then you go back and you think about the likes of Saqlain Mushtaq and Harbhajan Singh and Graham Swan, all of these off-spinners who've done magnificent jobs in all format cricket. Maybe we'll see in the future some pure off-spinners come in and make a name for themselves.
Well, yeah, that'll take some time. In today's time, especially in the shorter format, what is required is a utility player. You need to bat a bit, you need to bowl a bit, and you need to field a lot. Meanwhile, this one has been hit beautifully. Maximum.
Well, that is exactly the challenge Neil was talking about. A traditional off spinner to the right-hander is usually a recipe for disaster, and Farooq has shown that. Middled it nicely. I'll tell you the next delivery is not going to be an off spinner. He's going to go for that dusra or that carom ball, something different now. Asif Hayat under the pump now, first game for him.
Yeah, also he bowled that delivery a little too short. When you bowl that short, you get giving them a gift. Bowl it full. Again, a slightly shorter delivery. Went on the back foot, pushed it across, will get a single.
Well, we're at the halfway stage then. 72, 7 districts for the loss of 4 wickets. And they need 119 runs in the last 10 to win this game. We're talking about youngsters. I've got a youngster joining me in the comm box, Abid Ibrahim. Welcome. As you probably our favorite player, Nadir Hussain, comes in to bowl another over.
Beautiful in swinger. Played it to the onside. Thank you very much, Abdur Rahman. Taking me maybe 10 to 5 years back. Somewhere around there.
I will accept that and keep quiet because I know it's longer than that, Abid. I think you and Nadir were playing together at school level in the 1980s.
Well, certainly Nadir, the moment I see him, it reminds me of my childhood. He has been a hero since then. I remember him watching Nadir Hussain playing in the other ground and Sanat Jayasuriya on the other. So yeah, I think they both made their debuts together.
Oh well, we've gone way back, Abid. I don't think a lot of viewers were born at that time as well. Nadir continues. Farooq again charges down. And Nadir Hussain, well again, a live wire, one of the characters of this UAE domestic circuit. And a lovely man to have in your team. He's the proper team man. You send him in at 3, send him in at 8. He will do the job you ask him to do with the bat, with the ball in the field. Neil mentioned three-dimension cricketer just a few minutes ago, and I can't remember of anyone better than Nadir.
Oh, look at the movement he's getting off the deck. A smile on the face of Farooq Mohammad says it all. That was not an easy ball to play it. Yeah, that's what he's aiming at. Ball nicely coming in.
Well, in between all of that, the required run rate has now jumped to 12.2. With every dot ball, they'll just keep going up. They need boundaries, they need sixes. The 7 districts, right? A big defeat here would hurt their run rate a lot. And there's a good chance that TVSL might take the 2nd spot in this table.
Karwan is in a comfortable position at this juncture of the game, but you never know. With Farooq Momin being down there in the center, who just hit a beautiful 6 on the offside. So he can be an X factor tonight alongside Wahab, who's a left-hander. So there will be a right and left-hand combination there at the center as well.
Well, they are missing that one left-hander. We keep talking about him, Abdul Ghaffar. In the air, an easy chance. Well, Nadir Hussain has taken Mohammad Farooq out of the equation. A big wicket this for Karwan. And 7 districts are now struggling.
Yeah, try to chop that one. Landed just in the hand of 3rd. Waqas Jad making no mistake. Nadir Hussain strikes. That's 2nd for him. And Farooq Mohammad 18 of 15 deliveries. It's 76 for 5.
Well, the man walking in on 1.5 leg is Abdul Ghaffar. 177 strike rate, 42.5 average. This man is the complete package, but he is injured. We'll have to see what he can do in this run chase. Don't expect a lot of singles and doubles.
Certainly we'll be seeing him hitting the ball hard. With 177 strike rate, this man can make a difference, but the problem is his limping. He's on one leg only. Oh, look at the swing of the bat. Yeah, that says he only want to go one way.
Well, Nadir is smiling right now, but if that ball had connected, I think that ball would have landed somewhere close to the Dubai Stadium. It's a dot ball, 76 for 5 now at the end of 11. Well, Vikas Jat will continue, and rightly so. Has the 2 wickets, gone for a few runs, but they will not mind as long as he's picking up wickets. Swing and a miss. Is that a wicket? The umpire has raised his finger. Shami maybe says yes, and Wahab Hassan has to walk back. Vikas Jat strikes once again.
Well, that hit the bat. He wanted to go hard on it. Was looking at the umpire, I don't know why, but Wahab didn't want it to walk out. That was clearly an edge and a wicket to Vikas Jat on a very first delivery of his. And it's 76 still, but the 6 wickets down.
New batsman walking in, Mohammad Kashif. And he has a mountain to climb along with Abdul Ghaffar. Vikas Jat, what an addition he's been to the side. After yesterday's dismal performance with the ball, the Karwan Cricket Club has made a good comeback here. 76 for 6 now, 7 districts.
Well, one thing came onto my mind after watching Vikas Jat picking up 3 wickets. It was Jawad Ghani who picked up 3 in yesterday's game, and Saqib Mahmood also picked up, I think, a wicket. But these medium paces has been the key pillar wicket takers in this tournament so far. So definitely there is an assist for the medium pacers in the wicket.
Well, definitely something for the medium pacers, especially if you can swing the ball. Or as Neil was saying, just those subtle changes in pace, the cutters make a big difference. Saqib Mahmood and Jawad Ghani bowl with the new ball, and the ball swings a mile. 3 wickets for 17 runs, economy rate of 6.8. And he did go for a few runs in the beginning.
Yeah, he's made a great comeback the previous over with a very big wicket. In this over, pardon me, first delivery. Oh, this one has been connected. Oh, that is the result. It's a maximum.
Well, that's the power of the man. That is the power of Abdul Ghaffar. What a swing. Absolutely magnificent to watch. The left-hander in full flow. And he doesn't care if Vikas Jat has taken 3 wickets or 6 wickets. He's going to go only one way.
Yeah, look at that. The captain dropping advice is there. clearly saying him that he will go against you. He will go hard at you. You can't be bowling half volleys. You can't be bowling into his arc. So we'll need a new bowls.
A new ball. And Abdul Ghaffar again swings from the hip. He's in pain, but he's not going to die wondering, that's for sure.
He won't be sticking around or taking singles because of his conditions.
Well, the plan is going to be outside off, that's for sure. Good delivery. Yorker. Oh, he's in a lot of pain, Abdul Ghaffar. But he's a fighter. Takes a single off the last ball. 84 for 6 now. 7 districts needing 107 to win in 8 overs. Well, Nadir will continue. Look to finish his spell. Conceded 12 runs in his first over and since then has made an amazing comeback. But he's got to deal with a certain Abdul Ghaffar. In the slot again, it's in the air, it's gone for another maximum. That looked like a miss hit and it's gone sailing over long off. Abdul Ghaffar believes, 7 districts believe.
Well, this man can do the difference for sure. If he's hung for a while, he can score remaining 101 runs with 8 overs to come.
Well, Abid, I have to question their tactics here. Mid-off is in the circle and the biggest boundary is on the leg side. Let him hit you across the line. That is a free hit. Even if he mistimes it, it's going to go over mid-off for a 4. And we've seen a miss hit go for 6 as well. Slower delivery, very well bowled. Dot ball here. That's 6 in the first ball of the over. Sets the tone up nicely.
Change of pace is the key here, and Nadir Hussain, who knows really well how to do that, he'll keep the batter guessing.
Well, Kash, Abdul Ghaffar must be thinking, I just need 2 6s in every over and then I can relax. So even if he plays out a couple of dot balls, if he connects 2, he keeps up with the run rate, that's a better delivery. Outside off, slower.
Look at the kitchen sink throwing all on it.
Abdul Ghaffar threw the entire kitchen on that one, Nabid. Again, he's missed out. But that's what happens when your body is not in sync with your mind. We've seen Abdul Ghaffar go down on one knee and deposit that over mid-wicket. But you can do that when you're fully fit. When you have a cramp in your calves, there's no way a big unit like Abdul Ghaffar is going down.
Oh, change of pace again. Oh, he's running. Look at that commitment. Oh,
Well, I'll tell you what, Mohammad Kashif needs to make an effort here. Get a maximum. Try to get a boundary in this delivery. Abdul Ghaffar has done it. He's gotten the 7. He's on the other end. Karwan does not have a lot of bowling options. So they'll have to try somebody like Kamarawan or Babar to come in and bowl a couple of overs.
well, the problem over here is that even Kasha wouldn't be able to take singles. So that puts him in additional pressure. He will also have to go hit hard. Now this was certainly 2, which was only taken 1. That would put the effect in the game. Meantime, 13 gone, 92 for 6.
Well, those are the highest wicket takers. And as Abid Ibrahim was saying, the top 5 are medium pacers. Well, Abdul Ghaffar is not a medium pacer by any means. He's express quick. And then Tehran Khan, another fast bowler. And then sandwiched between all of those fast bowlers are left arm spinners. The story of UAE cricket summarized in one table. Aryan Lakda, Mohammad Nadeem, Mohammad Zamir. So Wajid Khan, medium pacer, 7 wickets to his name, has 100 as well and a 50. Abdul Ghaffar has a couple of 50s. So that MVP trophy is up for grabs. Saqib Mahmood is knocking on the door as well. He has runs and wickets to his name. And we still have 2 more exciting games coming up in the SkyExchange.net ICC Academy Summer Cup 2022 powered by Fancourt. Asif Hayat has been brought into the attack. The off spinner against the left-hander. But this is the over right here. This is going to be a big over either way. A couple of swings of Abdul Ghaffar's bat and he'll settle the nerves. And a wicket here will end the game for the 7 districts. I don't see them chasing down 15 and over without Abdul Ghaffar at the crease.
Big heave on the onside. Oh, he's running hard. Oh, that's really someone who's fighting for the win. He's a fighter, Abdul Ghaffar. What a real fight back this is.
Well, if you're an oldie goldie like me, you'll be asking, why doesn't he have a runner? Well, the rules have changed now. The ICC does not allow a batsman to have runners. Switch hit, it's in the air, a field settling underneath it. No, he's grasped it. And will it go for 4? No. Nadir Hussain, the Energizer Bunny, stops that. They take just a single.
Well, that was good efforts, but all in vain. I think he's just made it, but then put it down. Couldn't grab on it, but good awareness from Nadir Hussain and saved a boundary there.
Well, yeah, the single is not going to hurt, but a boundary would have made things very interesting. 15 runs per over needed from here. 96 of 39 deliveries. It's hit in the air. And this man just refuses to give up. Abdul Ghaffar, the champion.
Look at that. Sheer power. Well, I think with that force, if you don't connect it enough, that will still travel 100 up.
What a way to bring up the team 100. Abdul Ghaffar, 21 of 11 deliveries. And I think Karwan is missing the plot here. He can't bend down, make him play the sweep. Let him reach for the ball. Slot deliveries are going to get murdered. Just like that. Again, hit straight. Hit solid. Hit for 6. Abdul Ghaffar is keeping his team in this run chase.
Well, this time toe end of the bat, but flat 6. Beautiful 6. Down the ground. 2 back-to-back 6s.
Well, Abid Ibrahim, give him a stump and he'll hit that ball for 6. It doesn't matter if it hits the toe end of the bat or the middle. As long as it hits his bat, it's going for 6. That's the power of the man. That's the reach. And an off spinner against left-hander is usually a battle. the off spinner wins. Not the case here. They've gotten the 15 that they needed in the over.
Yeah, they just got what it is required. 13.6 now. One more on the onside. Just found the fielder. Back with a square.
Well, a good result in the end for 7 districts. They got 16 and they've gotten Abdul Ghaffar back on strike. 108 for 6 in 14 overs. Well, those are the highest number of sixes and there's no surprise on the top 2. The only difference is one is an opener by trade. The other one comes in at number 6. Syed Haider Wasi Shah at number 3. The designated finisher for Future Mattress. And a name I am loving in this list is Manal Siddiqui. The senior opener. 3 games for him. He still has a game under his belt. So he'll want to move up the charts. Maybe get a couple of sixes and move up that ladder. Alishan Abe Jotin, Danish Hafiz, Hamidullah Khan and Abdul Aziz Rashid making up that list.
Well, the moment I see that name, Manal Siddiqui, the white helmet comes to my mind. Well, maybe he's trying to cover those grey hairs.
Good delivery. This is a good move. A very good move by Babar Iqbal, bringing in his ace bowler, Zahid Ali. I think he's 2 overs too late. Abdul Ghaffar walking in, limping in, beg your pardon. Should have brought in both the fast bowlers that time, tried to finish the game.
But this has been a good fight back from 7 district. They were down and out earlier. With this 2 sixes in the last over, has certainly brought the game back, brought game into the live.
Well, the only challenge is they have to score runs from both ends. Ballers high up in the air. Third man is settling under it. No, he's grasped it. And to rub salt into the wounds, it has gone for 4. It's a priceless boundary coming from the bat of Mohammad Kashif.
Zahid Ali not happy with the efforts. He's certainly not happy. That was a catch, or at least could have prevented the boundary. He didn't do either.
Absolutely spot on there, Abid. If you're not going to get the catch, if you know you're not settling under it, try to save that ball from going for 4. Third man in the circle for your premier fast bowler. I always question that. There's no way your number 7 or number 8 are going to hit him over long off or long on. Give him that third man.
That's been drilled to the covers. And that's gone. Beats Ramesh.
Well, there was a long off, but even he couldn't get to it. Crisp boundary through the covers like a tracer bullet. And now runs flowing from both sides of the wicket. Mohammad Kashif is getting into the act, and that required run rate has come down to 13.45.
This is good intent. That's how a run chase should be. 41 runs partnership in no time. Most of the runs are from the boundaries.
Was single. They won't mind this at all. 10 runs off it already. Abdul Ghaffar gets to face 2 deliveries. A 6 here will definitely make the last 5 overs very interesting, Abid. Can Zahid Ali get a wicket? That's what he's been brought in to do.
Well, the way Mohammad Kashif is batting as well, you don't really need Abdul Ghaffar to be on a strike for every delivery, because both the ends are sparkling runs.
That will help. Definitely that will help. Extras. They get the free run. Still 2 deliveries to come in this over.
So that's clearly because of right and left hand. Zahid earlier bowled to the right hander, Mohammad Kashif, who has hit him for 2 boundaries, not 1. And then got to the other end, brought the left hander in front, Abdul Ghaffar.
Well, Babar Iqbal will have his thinking cap on. Who does he bring in next? Does he bring in the fast bowler? Does he bring in Karwan? It's in the air and it's gone for another maximum. Abdul Ghaffar. Well, I'll tell you what. Send him in a wheelchair and he'll still hit those sixes. Unbelievable hitting.
The faster you bowl, the further it goes. What a shot, what a balance. Oh, he's down. He's just stretching. But this is the great, great fight back from the fighter. Abdul Ghaffar alongside Mohammad Kashif.
Well, when he hit that six, he was on one leg. And I think it was the injured leg. That's why he's hurt himself even more. That back leg was in the air. There was a lot of flair in that maximum. And there's a lot of purpose in that shot as well. 35 of 15 deliveries. 49 run partnership. And some running repairs now as we get a new ball. It seems to be his back now. Well, Abid, his calf, his back, everything is hurting. But the only pain he's dishing out is to the Karwan Cricket Club bowlers.
Well, he's hurt, but the pain is at Karwan striker's end. He's hitting those sixes. And with that six, he went on to that top of the list for the most sixes hit by any batter in this tournament so far.
Well, good catch there, Abid. He's counting the number of sixes in this tournament. And Abdul Ghaffar has gone to the number one slot. Again in the air. Could this be another maximum? Nadir is settling underneath it, but he's only going to be a viewer. What an over. 23 runs coming off it. And Abdul Ghaffar has changed the equation dramatically now. 60 runs needed in the last 5 overs. It's game on. 7 districts are still in it. 131 for 6 at the end of 15.
There you go. That is what I was talking about. Most sixes in the tournament. Just in the previous over, Abdul Ghaffar was at number 2. He surpassed Wajid Khan with 2 glorious hits. One on the on and the other one on the straight. He's the most sixes. Number 1 at the chart. With the limping leg, he's fighting right at the center of ICC Cricket Academy. Well, good delivery to start with. Waqas Jatt, the previous over going for plenty of runs. And now Mohammad Kashif took the charge. Is trying to charge in. Well, just 16 deliveries and 41 runs. And the partnership of 55 runs. The most of the runs has come off boundaries. And talking about partnership, joining me is my partner Neil Oja.
Abid, what a fantastic comeback there by 7 District. At one point in time, it looked like the game was out of their hands till this man, Abdul Ghaffar, came in the center. Normally would open the proceedings with the bat, but was taken off the field because of a little muscle strain. Came back when he realized that the situation is grim. 41 of 16 is what he scored. And there's a possibility that he might just turn the game around in favor of the 7 Districts.
Well, every over 2 maximum needed. The way he's batting, that seems to be an easy job. Back of the line delivery and a wide one. Well, trying a little too much there. Waqas Jatt trying to be quick.
Well, yeah, can't use his feet. So try and keep that ball away from his reach. That's the idea. I don't know what was happening in that previous over. The last 2 sixes back to back. Absolutely juicy half volleys. You can't be bowling those lengths.
Yeah, especially to that Abdul Ghaffar. Yeah, this is back of the length. It didn't carry all the way to the fielder. Ramesh Shehzad is fielding to the covers. Probably he's asking the bowler to do the certain job. This is better now for Waqas, yet not bowling too full.
That's the idea. Bowl them short, bowl them back of the length. Let Abdul Ghaffar do the hard work of reaching to the ball. And the other good thing that you could do is keep him off strike.
Now that's a hard task. Just try to play that one. The scoop shot there. Drifting down the leg side, this one. But this is not a bad over so far because Waqas is given only 3 runs in the 4 deliveries that he's bowled now. I think they were looking for this kind of over where they can make a comeback in the game. 6 runs in over would be an ideal. From here, Waqas, who's got 3 wickets and bowled beautifully, can do that. And also it's very difficult to hit the medium paces.
Well, yes, that's right. And that difficult length. You have to bowl at that hard length. You cannot be bowling the juicy half volleys. Bowl that hard length. Make it difficult for the batters to do it. One last delivery to come in this over. He's done really well for his 3.5. Picked up 3 wickets. Given just 27. Can he finish with the 4th? Can he take Kashif's wicket now?
Yeah, that will count a lot here. 1 wicket and getting 4 for Waqas. Oh, this one has come right middle of the bat between the 2 fielders. Real hard work done and saved a boundary. Lovepreet, excellent job in the field.
Well, yes, every run matters over here. Every time you save a single for your team, it definitely adds up to the total that the opposition has to chase. 16 overs gone, 136 for 6.
Coming back into the attack is Salman Salim, who's bowled 3 very economical overs right at the beginning. Bowled inside the power play. Maybe Babar not in mood to drag this game anymore. He's brought in Salman back in the attack.
A low full toss, couldn't really convert it, will just get a single. Yeah, these are difficult balls to hit and send outside the boundaries. 54 required of 23.
Well, I think it's the occasion that makes this bowl difficult, Neil. When you try to hit the ball hard and when you're ready for the big shot, you don't expect full toss. When
You're right.
When you're taking time and playing, you might get that full toss easy to whack.
On to the body. You can't take these quick singles. Abdul Ghaffar needs to be on strike for most of the remainder of 22 deliveries for this game to be pocketed by 7 districts. You cannot be on the non-striker's end and win the game.
Well, Kashif in the middle was hitting the ball so hard. Both ends were scoring runs, but it's been a while since Mohammad Kashif has contributed with the runs. It's only been Abdul Ghaffar who's been hitting hard. And they'll run quickly for that. That went to the deep square of the wicket. Extra cover for single.
Abdul Ghaffar, 43 of 18. He'll be on strike now. The left-handed hard-hitting batter is going over a strike rate of 250. Just amazing the way he plays these. Yorkerland delivery. Lucky, oh my God, look at that. The reaction of the bowler, the reaction of the wicketkeeper says it all. How did that ball not drag itself onto the stumps?
We would like to have a look at it. Oh! well, that's inches away from the stumps. Well, that sends a strong message. There is still alive in this game. With Abdul Ghaffar batting in the centre. Slashed hard. And that beats everything and gone for 4.
Well, boundaries will help. Abdul Ghaffar on 47. No foot movement whatsoever. All hand-eye coordination and supreme timing.
Well, he will try not to move those feet a lot. He's not comfortable. Not able to run hard between the wicket. But fighting hard for runs. He's just 3 runs away from the 50. What a knock this has been. Change of pace. Change of length. And a good delivery. 6 coming from this over. And it's 142 for 6. Well, the all-rounder Karwan has been given the responsibility to bowl. Has started with the slower one, nicely bowled. But I think the more you pull your length back, the better it is. Against Abdul Ghaffar especially, who is throwing everything at it.
Well, yes, that's the only option that he has. 48 of 17. Required run rate of almost 17. You cannot achieve that if you're not really going for it. You need 3 boundaries in an over.
Yeah, that's a difficult task, Neil. 17 and over. Straight down the ground. Then only gather 1. Oh, a misfield. A poor fielding. Got them 4 runs.
And with that boundary, Abdul Ghaffar, who's the standing last warrior there, reaches to his half century. He's not celebrating. He's not putting his bat up because he knows The work is not done yet. The half century is just a stat. It's a mere stat. That'll help the team win. Then, yes, the celebration will be on.
What a fighter. What a champion, Abdul Ghaffar. Hold only 1.4. But if he would have completed his quota, I tell you, the score of Karwan strikers would have been a little difficult and little different as well. They scored most of the runs because he was not able to finish his quota.
Very well said that. If he had stuck around, bowled his quota, well, for sure, would have made a big difference. 44 or 15. That's a good ball. Bowled a short delivery into his body. You know he's going to swing his bat at literally everything. Don't give him room.
Well, don't do that, Karwan. You see the man is limping on the leg. Karwan was trying to hit that and make him work hard. 43 or 14. Now that's a big task. With Kashif at the other end, not contributing much, not finding the fence, not being able to hit the ball clearly. A change of pace again. The singles will not help the cause. The final delivery of this over would be faced by Ghaffar.
52 for him, but 42 required of 13. The required run rate is mounting with every single delivery. 19.4, almost 20 in each over.
Well, the team 7 districts had a brilliant start of this tournament. Hit straight down the ground and takes the single. Well, that's limping on one leg. Abdul Ghaffar, who just made it 150 now. Exactly at the 18 overs. 41 needed more of last two. That's the knock from the big man. The wounded tiger has hit around the corner of the ground everywhere. He's punished the bowler tonight. That was the final 4 that he struck. Straight down the ground and misfielded by Zahid Ali, who's very good fielder. But tonight is the night where it all matters. The occasion is 41 needed of 12. Zahid Ali. Oh, that is carving in the air. That was a maximum. Straight as an arrow. Beautiful 6 from Abdul Ghaffar.
This man is not yet done. And this match is not yet done. Again, in that slot, Zahid Ali. He was guilty of bowling the similar length in the previous over. Bowled 2 of them back to back, and 3 of those 225 sixes have come in his over in the last 3 deliveries that he's bowled.
Well, he's being greedy there, trying to hit the bails. He's trying to bowl full, not learning from the mistakes. Bowling half volleys to the man who's batting at 59, Abdul Ghaffar. Tonged it! One more! That's another maximum! Wow!
Abdul Ghaffar cannot do anything wrong today. Make him sit on a plane and he will take you to Mars. Beautiful scoring there. He's hit all around the park despite the fact that he's injured, despite the fact that he didn't really stay on the field for majority of the innings because he was injured. But this man, look at the way he's limping. He cannot walk, but he's hitting them big.
Well, I tell you, this is the knock that I am going to remember for a really long, long time. As soon as he walked in, we thought he wouldn't be doing much with one leg, but he made the difference tonight. Look at the required run rate has dropped down. 29 required of final 10.
Much better length there. Onto his body. Well, the call was to not go for a run from everyone up from outside the ropes. But Abdul Ghaffar nonetheless took a single. Now, probably this could be the game changer here.
Well, if that man with the pads, Mohammad Sagir, would have been in the center, it would have been a little different occasion, because he is also a very, very good hitter of the ball. So by doing so that, you would have both then sparkling runs, would have put Karwan CC on a back foot. Now with 2 hits on the very first 2 deliveries, put Karwan CC on pressure. And pressure is certainly on this man, Zahid Ali.
Much better delivery there again. Back of the length, made the ball do the talking. There's a half-hearted appeal, but then I think that will do.
Good change of length there. Half tracker there. Pull the length back. Ball a little slower. Mohammad Kashif wanted to go straight on the shorter ball. Doesn't really make sense.
No, definitely not. 2 more deliveries in this over. Can he bowl it really nice and tight and not give any boundaries, at least, if not more? And for 7 districts, well, it would be just right if Mohammad Kashif can probably find a boundary, if not 2. He's gone aerial. There's a chance, and the fielder will take it. He'll say thank you so much. Nadir doesn't drop too many. And that is the end of Mohammad Kashif.
Yeah, one of the safest hand in the field. Nadir Hussain won't miss those. And that's straight down to the throat of Nadir Hussain. Zahid Ali strikes, takes the wicket, and that's Mohammad Kashif walking out. He scored runner ball innings, 19 of 19, just not enough for the day. It's 163 for 7. Ghaffar has come on strike and will remain on strike. Limbs down to the other end on the final delivery, and he'll keep the strike. So penultimate over comes to an end. Gone for 14 and picked up a wicket. It's final over where 7 districts need 27. Kamar to bowl the final over, and that hit him in front. Not out, says Shami maybe.
Well, yeah, looks like it was down the leg side. And Abdul Ghaffar will retain strike. 27 required of 5 deliveries. This is an uphill task. You're talking about hitting 5 sixes to win this game, or 4 sixes and a 4. All boundary balls. Where can he find it? No. I think if he bowls the next 4 legal deliveries, the game is done.
Yeah, you need to keep it simple now. And I think he's bowled smart, one full and one short. That's the trick fast bowlers apply at the death overs. That works most of the time, and this time as well. Third delivery. Slower one. Very good trick there. There'll be easy single. That would bring the new man on strike, is Mohammad Saghir.
Yeah, mixed it up really well. Fuller one, shorter one, slower one. Abdul Ghaffar is now off strike. Mohammad Saghir, again, quite capable of hitting those big ones, but will he be able to do it now? And even if he does it, 3 sixes won't really help. But I tell you, what 7 districts and and Abdul Ghaffar have done is that they have made a case for themselves. They are losing, yes, but not by a big margin. And also, that means that the other teams would be keeping an eye on Abdul Ghaffar. He is a warrior. He made it possible. He's the one who had this never give up attitude, and that has resulted in a game that almost came so close.
Indeed, you need fighters in the team. Shot pulled. That would be only single. I think Saghir came a little late in the batting. If Saghir would have been sent on the place of Mohammad Kashif, I think the result would have been different.
Well, yeah, definitely capable of doing a lot more, Mohammad Saghir. And it's going to be the last ball of the innings. Let's see, where does this one go? He goes big. It's up in the air. Aerial and a maximum. Just befitting this innings. Abdul Ghaffar finishes on 74 of 33. Finishes this innings with a mighty 6. Only and only if he was not injured. Only and only if he had bowled a couple of overs more. Only if he had batted for a couple of overs more. This game would have been a different result on all over it.
Now look at the appreciations he get from the opponents. Everyone is left the chair. Everyone is on their toes. What a knock this man played. Clearly a big round of applause for him. Great knock. Entertaining one. 74 unbeaten. From one man. His name is Abdul Ghaffar.